like sound canceling and shit.
Everybody, how's everybody doing today? This is the Backlog Podcast. I am one half of the new trio, so I'm actually 33%, but it looks like we're about a quarter because we got an action-packed episode for you today. This is actually a pretty badass episode. So this way right over here, he's this new guy over here. If you've watched our podcast and not just listened to it, you know that this guy up here, that's Joe, right?
Yeah.
That's the yeah. All right, this guy over here, he's known Joe for a long time, and I've known him for quite a bit now, about a year or two. We've been playing together, and I just kind of recently figured out what he looked like. But this is Ray Bay Bay.
You know it.
And Ray Bay Bay is going to be joining us on our podcast. He went out and bought himself a microphone. We've been trying to get him on for quite some time, and not only is he coming on, he's coming on full time. He's got a lot of good commentary when we're playing games and stuff. And I'll tell you what, when I watch Joe and Ray stream on, it doesn't matter the game, it's a hoot, man. I sit back and just laugh. I was supposed to play with them not even a month ago. I was supposed to log in, but instead I just watched them. Because I had so much fun. But
yeah, I remember that. I was like, dude, are you getting on or what? Oh man, I'm just gonna watch the stream.
I'm just watching this. So right above me,
we're doing resumes.
We got ourselves KushyNugs and his kids.
Guys.
What's up, boys?
What's up, twins?
Say hi. Say hi.
There's the twins.
Oh, now they're gonna be shy.
What's up, buddy?
The fridge died.
The what died?
The fridge.
The fridge died.
Oh, we got double kids.
Shit.
Yeah. Double kids.
Kush, I almost yelled at my son when yours ran in. I was like,
No.
Wesley, no. And here
No, he's trying to tell you that joke. Refrigerator running?
I better go catch it.
Can you happenstance on out of here, please?
We're stupid.
A little bit.
I'll tell you what, this is how we do it. Going live and doing the podcast live is new to us, but it's a lot of fun. And we're not really the kind of people who are super worried about it being perfect. So as we were rudely interrupted by his kids, no, just kidding, man. As we were interrupted by the youngins on my side and his, this is KushyNugs right up here, and man, he's part of the LeakySquad, and Joe found him a couple weeks ago, and these guys have just been absolutely awesome. Welcomed us in with open arms, and it starts with a Discord service, ends with some really great Twitch streams. And so we've welcomed him on. I'm sure we'll have him and his brother and other people on in the future. But I just want to set the tone here. Episode 60. This is going to be a blast. Before we dive in and get into Kush's situation and what he's been up to, I want to go ahead and let Ray give a little shout out and talk a little bit about what purpose you serve, man. What do you know about gaming? What do you got to bring to the table?
Man, I've been playing games my whole life.
Right.
I think my best memories are probably with Joe. Yeah. Getting off work. What we are on mid-shift.
Working
we are on
mid-shift, dude. Getting
Yeah.
up at like 1 a.m, taking a 3-hour break.
Yeah.
Going up there and playing
video games,
the Call
man.
of Duties and stuff. Yeah.
That's it. I got a passion for it. I love doing it. I like all kinds of games, except for sports games. I can't stand sports games.
No.
Yeah, me neither, dude. That's one thing that I'm glad he's on here though, man, because I mainly stick to that Call of Duties or Fortnite racing games, and Ray's the exact opposite. He don't play racing games, but he plays side scrollers, Stardew Valley. What was that?
He was the one you were on Stardew with, huh?
Yeah.
He
What was
tried
that game you played? Something Night Portal.
Man, I don't remember. I tried a whole bunch of shit.
If it's on there,
Yeah.
man, Ray's gonna play it. So that's one reason why I'm glad he's on now, because he's always buying and playing random games. And
What you know about that Rezo gun, son? That's what I'm telling you.
that
Oh,
Rezo
shit.
gun. Kush, what you know about Rezo gun?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh man, I'm gonna need you to get a PS4. Get on some Rezo gun.
I need one.
Soon enough, we'll have him with the VR.
Oh yeah.
Gonna be.
Man, speaking of that shit, I tried that shit the other day. I can't do it, man.
Which one? The Beat Saber?
The Beat Saber, I was doing it, but I had to put the settings. I had to take the obstacles out. I wasn't about that life.
I tell you one thing about VR. You can't play the shit by yourself. Like, for real. Because every 2 or 3 minutes, Kevin or Liam was like, you're going to hit the TV. Back up. You're going to hit the couch.
Yeah.
Scoot forward. Stop moving. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I can't see.
You know what some people do is they put that like they get a mat like underneath your like for your chair in the office.
Oh, okay.
And if you step off of that, you just have to be conscious of it because when you get so immersed, especially in Beat Saber or something where you're jumping around,
Yeah, dude.
you don't know where the fuck you're at. And I mean, Joe was like animated because in Beat Saber they actually reward you for the bigger dance moves and stuff. You can sit there like this and just do this, but
yeah, but I got that noticing though. The more you get into it, the easier the thing is, Ray. So you're probably playing like this, right? You're not trying to get into it. The more you get into the game,
well, I'm telling you, I'm moving my hips, son. You don't even know.
This motherfucker up there doing everything.
While I'm down there doing it.
Well, Ray, we're super excited to have you on, and I have no doubt that the audience is going to grow with your joining us, and I look forward to it. So thank you for being here, and and now the man of the hour, man, Kush. So I don't even know your real name. I don't think we need to, but if you want to let us know, feel free. But tell us a little bit about yourself, where LeakySquad came from. I don't know if you recall how you met Joe, but how you met Joe, and just what this it's not even little. It's actually a pretty big group you've actually put together here, and they're pretty tight knit. So tell us a little bit about that.
All right, guys. My name is Justin, by the way. So LeakySquad, it all kind of derived from my brother's been streaming now for LeakyCrawfish. He's been streaming now for probably like 6 months, so maybe a little longer. And I would be playing with him all the time, just messing around with him, and I never got into that big streaming stuff, and I just always bust his balls about streaming and yada yada. And then I noticed his followers really started to pick up and stuff, so I'm like, oh man, this is actually kind of cool.
Yep.
So I was like, I'm sitting here playing the games with you. Why don't I just kind of piggyback off you and start streaming myself? I mean, why not? I'm sitting here playing games anyway. I got a nice computer. Might as well start myself. So I decided, all right, I'll start streaming. So I started streaming with him, and I found out that road to affiliate sometimes can be kind of tough for some people. Like I noticed, like some people might have trouble with that. It might be hard to get to that step. So I was talking to him. I was like, listen, you already got a Discord. Maybe we could change it into something a little different. We brainstormed together, and we're like, why don't we just start a Discord where we can connect people together? And
so I know your brother's LeakyCrawfish. How far apart are you guys, like living wise?
Oh, living wise?
Does he live in Florida as well?
Yeah, he probably lives around like 15 minutes away from me.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we live down the road. So, yeah, he actually set up everything on my computer for me for Twitch and everything. So it was really nice. And so yeah, so we made the squad, and I don't know, it really blew up. We had a lot of people from him already, and then I started networking through Twitter. I think that's where I met you, Joe.
Yeah, I met y'all on Twitter.
Yeah, so I was busting my ass on Twitter for a while, just like going through, meeting new friends, meeting like-minded people. I know like there's gonna be some people that are gonna be lazy with streaming and stuff, and we could help them get affiliate, but they might not make it anywhere past that because you got to put in the work.
Oh yeah.
So
I mean, even just obtaining affiliates, hard work. Like
exactly.
I was about 80% there, but I couldn't get over that 3 average viewer hump, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And then when I got in the LeakySquad with you guys, it was I think 5 days or 5 streaming days, and I was already up. Now I'm already at like 4 point something when I stream.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's badass, man.
I'm sure you've made a bunch of friends on the way too, a bunch of cool people. Like
yeah,
everybody
man. I mean,
so by.
That's what I was gonna ask you. I know LeakyCrawfish is your brother. Acid, where did he come around at? Because I mean, he was in the Air Force, or was he Army?
Air Force.
No, he was Air Force. He was Air Force. He was a load master, C-17 load master. So I mean, did you guys meet through the networks, or do you actually know him?
No, I met him through Twitter as well. You know, we really kicked it off. I hung out in his stream. We, bullshitted for a couple days and stuff. He gave me like my first donation. I was super hyped.
Yeah, he gave me my first donation and my first sub. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, so I was like super hyped and stuff, and I don't know, we just like really like became really good friends really fast. And
hey man, for Ray and Kevin, you guys don't understand, man. When you make affiliate, it's you get the email and you're a part of Twitch and all this shit. No, but what's really cool is
I don't know that yet, Joe. I don't know all about that yet.
You're gonna get there. We got you.
See
the other half of the screen here. We're gonna get you. Ray, we're gonna get you up there too.
I just don't give a damn.
But check it out. You get that email
about Twitch. I'm just gonna.
But you get that email.
You'll be the one that goes viral. You don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, Ray will be the one that's all fucking 10 million people. But once you get that email, you're like, all right, cool, this is neat. But when you get that first donation, or you get that first sub, you're like, oh shit. What up, dude?
Man, we got a bunch of boys running around. Ray, where's yours?
Somebody get them damn kids.
Get over here, bud. Get over here.
Tell them hi.
We got all the shirtless kids.
Look at this dude.
Oh man,
I punched him. He got me so pissed off. I punched him square in his mouth. And, I only got 2 of those teeth out of there, right?
Oh man.
I don't know what tooth it is.
And he doesn't even know what day it is. It's summer vacation going on.
Oh, I bet.
The 7th
but yeah, I mean,
day,
that's one thing about LeakySquad that I was going to talk about, man, is the fact that I can't.
They coordinated this, by the way, guys. They're playing in Fortnite in the other room. So
yeah, they're playing Fortnite together too. They're coordinating this shit on the mic for real.
Yeah. They said we're gonna see each other from the podcast. Say hi to everybody. No, say it into the microphone so everyone can say it. Tell them who you are.
I'm Jagger. My dad's.
No, you're J Mad the Jagger. Get it right, man.
Yeah, J
Mad the Jagger.
You got a gamer tag. You better tell him.
Tell him.
Backlog.
What's that for?
Support a creator code in Fortnite.
That's right.
No,
we got a whop. Well, we can't talk about how much money we got, but I can say it's not a whole lot. But no, it's sorry, go ahead, Joe. All right,
go. He wants you to play Fortnite, Jagger.
Yep.
He's going, buddy. But that's one thing I was gonna talk about LeakySquad real quick, man. Is the fact that I've been with them for like I don't know about 3 weeks now. I think maybe a little longer, probably a month. But damn, man, every day I'm getting so and so streaming. I'm like, God, that's a new name. I go on there and watch their stream for a little bit. Next day, there's like 3 more. I mean, I don't know how many people's in y'all's Discord, but damn, it's got to be upward of 100 or more.
Yeah. We just I think hit 200 today.
Yeah, I mean it's booming, man. Because it seems like just a month ago when I was in, it was me and you would be in there talking, and Leaky'd be talking crawfish or acid. And
yeah, you were one of the first, few really.
And Tux, he was in there talking, and that's and all these guys, and then now it's just like
I gotta say,
up, man.
But between and Cutscene Cutie, she's saying Twitter's bringing people together, and Instagram too, like all these social media platforms. I mean, you see the white. I'm an old man. I'm feeling old and young at the same time. Ray, you were saying right before we started that all this technology is just like it's kind of crazy, and it is. I have been the person in my entire family. I mean, 50 deep, people would pick up the phone and call me to say, how do I do this or how do I do that on a computer? And it's like, computer technology.
I don't know.
It's kind of slowed down a lot. I would say 10 years ago to now, as far as building a computer, there's not a whole lot of difference. I mean, maybe some new sticks of RAM or something, but in terms of like that kind of aspect, it's the same. I mean, if you did it 10 years ago, you can do it today. But when it comes to the social media, I mean, shit, it's like, as I get older, I find it just to be cluttered, and there's really there's just so many platforms. It's really, to me, and I have a marketing mindset, at least I don't know if it's a good marketing mindset, but I have this one that's always trying to think of like a brand and, how do you focus? When you start looking into all of this and you're like, okay, shit, so I need a Discord, I need an Instagram, and what is it all for, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, out of all the social medias, though, the Instagram just kills me. I mean, it is so hard to use. I mean, you can't use it on a computer. You have to have a smartphone. You can only upload pictures. You can't upload links. You can't... Dude, it is so confusing. But damn, if you can figure it out, Instagram is booming, man. It is massive.
I will say, too, and, because I've been really putting way too much fucking time into the social media, trying to understand it all. And Kush, I don't know how much you do of this or your team does of this, but like the second you invite too many people or add too many people or there's thresholds that are just these hidden things, you get banned or you get locked down for a little bit. Like literally right this second, I can't add any more people, but I didn't add anybody today. I had to unfollow some people, so I unfollowed them, and now I can't add anybody. And I have no idea why Instagram has decided, but in 20 minutes or so, it'll probably work. There's all this secret algorithms and shit that I don't get. And you know, there's programs. I was telling Joe just a little while ago. If you want to hit them all at once, you got to pay $30-$40 a month for a service, or figure it out on your own and put together your own APIs and shit. It's a lot, right? Especially if like lately I've been trying to master After Effects and Adobe Premiere and put together.
You know, I'd like to get in like Ninja's ear or Tifu's ear, Dr. Disrespect's ear, and he'd be like, "Look, man, I know good and well someone helped you."
Oh yeah,
but they never give that shout out though. They never say, "Hey man, I'm Ninja or I'm so and so, but check this out. I got 35 people behind this green screen that's busting their ass. I got Tom taking care of Twitter. I got Jim taking care of this." You never hear that though. So one of the reasons the podcast that I actually was listening to that got us Troy, when I reached out to Troy from the Fortnite podcast, was because he had a couple of people on that specific day. That was the one when I finally said, you know what, fuck it, I'm reaching out to this guy. He had a guy named Power GPU, and they were talking about how this guy for the last year and a half has all these streamers. I mean, let's face it, 2 years ago, yeah, there were people making money doing this, but not in the same way. And so this guy Power GPU for years has been putting together computers at no cost. I mean, obviously they have to pay for the parts, but he's going up to these big streamers and saying, "Hey, look, you're lagging a bit. You're getting frame drops. This is what you need to do. And if you buy this and this and you put it in this way or that way," or he builds them and sends them. And so this selfless act that's been going on for years, he wasn't making any money. That's one of the people behind the scenes. I mean, he was dealing with Myth. I don't know about Ninja, but they were saying he's got access to all those guys. And now, finally, a couple years later, that guy's got his own business. He's got his own Discord channel, which is like, you know, he does tech support, $150 an hour. He's got a team of people. And so it takes time and patience. I don't have a lot of patience, but, you know, we're growing. You were saying Instagram. Cutscenes in the chat over here. I met her on Instagram just by adding a bunch of people. And she's got Kush, I think you were there last night too. She's got a channel, and she's funny as hell. And she's out there growing, and all of a sudden now she's got a Discord up. So these Discords and these contacts and these, you know, meeting LeakySquad and all that, this is how it's going to happen for people that don't have the big bucks or the luck of dropping in on a Dakota stream or something. And we have to build it together. It's part of the process, I think. Ray, what do you think about? I mean, because I know you don't do a lot of streaming, but as a gamer and as a, you know, you're into all this stuff. So what do you think of that?
I mean, I tried to stream a little bit on YouTube. Hey, I got maybe 2 subscribers on YouTube.
Well, what did we stream together that for a while? We were me and you were
Fortnite shit. It was like Fortnite and maybe the World at War or World, whatever the last Call of Duty was, whatever the hell that was, World War II. But
on broadcast,
it got too much. It got to be a headache. I guess is what I'm trying to say. Because either that, you press the share button on the PlayStation 4, and you automatically upload it, but there's no editings. But if you did decide to edit it, you had to pull the clip off the PlayStation, plug it into the computer, do this video editing bullshit, and then upload it back. And it was just a pain in the ass. I got tired of it.
Well, see, now with Twitch, man, it was me and you and Adam playing when I had that crazy ass sniper shot, right? Yeah, it was all 4 of us playing, and we were just bullshitting, and I was like, "Oh, clip it," and then Kevin's like, "Go ahead and clip it." I'm like, "No, I don't know what the fuck are you talking about. I don't know how to clip that shit." And he ended up clipping it and posting it right back in the Twitch channel in like 5 seconds.
I didn't know that shit either.
Yeah, so like within, you know, like you were saying, because when I first started streaming, it was with the PlayStation camera. You know, you hit the share button and that was it. Once you hit stop, that was it. You couldn't go edit it or nothing. I mean, even now that I stream through Twitch, I don't even go back and edit nothing. Like, I don't even go back and get clips because I think just live streaming, put it up, you're good. I like that kind of thing. But a lot of people, they'll go back and they'll clip out certain kills and stuff like that and upload it to YouTube. But I really haven't got that deep into it yet.
I'm
what
cool
it is
with the live stream. I can do that all day, But what gets me, even with the PlayStation, when you press the share play button, man, it's like it's the last 15 minutes of your gameplay. That's all you can,
Yeah.
But
I know, Kush, you got a couple of videos on Twitch where you go back and edit some of your stuff, right? How often you do that?
Yeah, I was trying to do it every stream and just get like one nice clip of what I did and try and post it on Twitter. That was kind of like a goal for me, but I've kind of been lazy with that lately. But I need to get back into it. I was actually, you guys saying this was actually bringing me back to that. I definitely think it can actually help promote yourself a lot if people are like, don't want to go to your channel, because they don't know who you are. But maybe if you posted something of something cool that you're doing, they'll be like, oh, that guy's pretty good, or oh, that guy's kind of funny, or something like that,
Yeah, it's true.
They'll check you out.
I could see one of your shot streams going viral,
dude, just that fucking laugh, bro.
I don't know if you watched that clip, Kush.
Either that or Adams. Ah!
That shit was funny, dude. I get this dude, because me and Adam, what it was, we were just talking about how Adam sniped somebody for 279 meters.
Oh,
and
wow.
I was like, oh, that's not that bad. I think mine was like 284. And that next game, I hit a guy at like 341 meters.
Wow.
And I hit him for 33 damage, which was what's funny as shit. But it was a headshot. And Adam was like, oh my God. And I just started fucking rolling, man. It was hilarious. But going back to what you're talking about, there's a guy on Twitter I follow. His name's Justin Boober. He's called the King Boober 420. And I was talking to him through Twitter, and I was like, how you guys their Twitters are growing, and they're always talking about how they got, I think, over 1,000 followers on Twitter, and they're starting to do Twitch and stuff. And I was like, so I see you upload these clips every day. They'll have at least 3 to 5 clips every day on Twitter, and they're like 30 seconds to a minute and a half. And that's what they end up doing. They do a lot of streaming, but they do offline streaming. So like they record their gameplay basically, and then they'll go in, edit their kills, and then they'll post them to Twitter or wherever they want to go.
Right.
But
right.
I mean, it is true though. A lot of people don't want to sit here and watch a 2-hour stream or a 4-hour stream. They want to go in and see what kind of highlights you had, and then once they'll see those highlights, they're like, well, shit, this guy's pretty cool. I like it. I'll start following him, and then if he pops up, I'll watch him. So it does make sense. It's just a lot of hard work on the front end, but it pays off at the end.
Any of you guys get into Fortnite at all? I mean, I know I see you mostly playing the Apex and stuff, but what about that?
I tried Fortnite. I couldn't get into the building. I see when I tried Fortnite, I played with a guy that was like, "Listen, you have to build. If you're getting shot at, you got to build." And I'm like, too nervous. I'm like, I'm trying to like keybind the right structure to the right mouse button, and I'm like, so he got me all nervous. So I just kind of didn't really care for it because of the building, because I was so like.
I was the same way. Yeah, I couldn't at first. I just sucked at building. The only reason I play it now is that fucking Rumble mode.
Yeah, they
that's pretty cool.
They brought out that new LTM. It's something Rumble.
Team
Rumble.
I don't know, but it's 20 versus 20. First team
to
150 or something wins, and you can respawn. That's why I like it, because my ass will die 82 times and get 20 kills. I don't give a damn.
I'll die 100, but I'll have 5 badass snipes though.
They have a cool
like
mode right now
too.
called the Horde mode, which it's like 4 people, and the zombies.
That's what my wife's playing right now with the kids, man.
It's actually a lot of fun. The reason I brought up Fortnite is because this past weekend they had the what's it called? The Pro-Am, the summer block party, and I don't know if you guys follow any of the esports, like kind of League of Legends and stuff like that. When they started, I think it's South Korea, basically selling out stadiums, and just 10 years ago they were doing this stuff. It's finally starting to come into America in a big way. I mean, it's been here for a little while, but when you watch something like what they had going on yesterday and Saturday and Sunday. Fortnite and Epic, they put together an event. And I was telling Joe earlier today that when you watch something like that, you can truly envision going to that event just like you would go to a football game or something. I mean, it's not just a bunch of people playing. There's a whole series of things going on.
Well, I mean, there's people there you can meet. There's there's not just people going in front of a TV. I mean, it's a big ass party. That screenshot that I got where you sent me, man, it looked like a football. I mean, it looked like a damn NFL game was going on. I mean, there was thousands of people on the field in the infield there, and the stadium was sold out. And I was like, holy shit!
I can see, maybe it's going to be 10 years down the road from now, maybe 5 or 2, but I could see leagues and shit popping up. Local things like that. I mean, Fortnite, we talked, Joe and I have been talking about this since episode 1, like, what's it gonna do, who's gonna replace it, and this and that, but they have enough money right now to where they don't even have to worry about that. They're
doing $30 million and $100 million tournaments, man.
Yeah. That's
seriously stupid money. I mean, $100 million you can just throw
That's
out.
You got dumbasses like myself to just buy skins.
That's right.
And my kids that want 5,000 fucking
it's
V-Bucks
all the
every
kids, really.
Code Backlog.
That's they did it right.
Code Backlog.
Code
Fortnite.
Backlog.
Code Backlog.
But
yeah, I
my
mean,
kids,
it's
actually, Joe, our kids both tried Apex, and the games like that. I wouldn't say that it's not easy enough or whatever, but there's something about Fortnite in its own right, and it's not just the building. But I did an ad on Instagram, and it went to like 1,200 people, and out of the 1,200 people it went to, 96% were under the age of 18, and it was a random distribution, right? So I know that that's not necessarily the cookie cutter sample size of Fortnite fans, but as far as Instagram and Facebook, which, let's face it, there's a lot of Fortnite players that have an Instagram and Facebook account. You're looking at the future of gaming, right? If these kids are playing as much as they are, my kid can't even breathe without thinking Fortnite. Epic has these kids by the balls, and not only that, they're direct, just like Google is doing it to us, Google and Amazon and all them, and Apple. You got Epic revolutionizing these kids' minds. And so, say they start falling off the block with Fortnite 2 could come out tomorrow. You know what I mean? And they could take the storm back. But what I love to see is that it's, regardless of whether you like or hate Fortnite, it's here, right? Esports is real, and it's in America, and not a single kid in America's parents can say, don't do that. You can't make any money doing that. Look at. Well, I mean, I saw Kush make $20 the other day just drinking some shots. And
hell yeah, playing some Apex.
My dude.
I was $2 of it. Holler at your boy.
I had to up that price to $5.
Hey, I ain't mad at you. I wouldn't take a shot less than. I wouldn't take a shot for less than $10, son. Because if I did $2 shots, I'd be drunk as fuck. I'd be like,
Joe,
hey, $4.
There was this random stream I was watching yesterday, and I was trying to do some research on Discord chats like this, right? And this one girl was talking, and she's like, I get $500 a shot on my stream.
Jesus.
And the other girls were like, what the fuck? And then she starts talking. She's like, oh, yeah. And then I get DMs, and people are asking me, oh, send me pictures of your feet. And I'll charge them $100 a picture or $1,000 a picture. And it's like, that shit's real. I mean, and if anybody's watching...
Oh, yeah. I mean, the internet is a crazy place, man.
You can get pictures of my feet. Yeah, $10. $1 a pic. I got it for $1.
$1 a toe. And I only got 9
baby.
toes. That's a discount.
I got 11. I get a bonus, bitches.
But going back, and I'll defer back to you guys to chat for a bit because I don't want to dominate too much. But going back to the Instagram stuff, it's obvious, right? And I don't think it's any... Look, no one wants to just go through my pictures, right? So I have to come up with content that makes people want to look at them. I'm still trying to learn what that algorithm is and what the kids need to see to click like. I'm getting them to click like now. You know, I used to get 1 to 2 likes. Now I'm getting 50 to 70, which makes me feel a little bit better. But no one's commenting, right? And that's the next step. I'm getting letters from Instagram saying, hey, you know, you're getting activity, but nobody gives a shit, basically, right? So you get rated on all this stuff, just like YouTube videos. You need to get not only likes, but when they hit the bell, that matters. When they comment on your YouTube video, or if they downvote your YouTube video.
One thing that I noticed that's changing, like all these are changing a lot. Like YouTube changed like 2 years ago. It used to be you can start getting paid or you can start monetizing your videos after you hit 10,000 views. Well, now you have to hit 10,000 views in a year, and you have to do so many 10,000 views, and you have to have, I think, 2,000 hours of watch time or something. It's crazy, astronomical amount of views and stuff. So that's why I kind of fell off YouTube. I mean, I got like 12,000 views on my channel, but I kind of fell off that because, honestly, dude, as a small YouTuber, how are you going to get 2,000 hours? I mean, that's a lot of damn hours for someone to watch your videos. You'd have to put up 100 videos a month and hope to get those hours. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So I kind of fell off the YouTube thing, and then
Hold up, you said 12,000 views is a small YouTuber?
It is. Man, that's tiny.
Bro, I had about 6 views, bro.
I got that's what I'm saying though. It's tiny. So like and then we're talking about Twitch. Well, Twitch, last I read, there was only like 200,000, a little over 200,000 affiliates in Twitch. So the partners, which to get partner, you have to have 75 average viewers, which is fucking hard as hell to do. That means every stream you got 75 people on, and the other two pieces of the puzzle are easy. That's I think you got to stream for 17 or 18 days straight or something like that. But anyway, I've done the other two, but the average of 75 viewers is crazy to make partner. So the partners were making a big stink about, well, the affiliates are getting paid from bits, and they're getting paid from subs. So the partners were like, well, this is bullshit. We're getting the same money from subs and the same money for bits. We're only making a little bit extra money from the ads. So I guess Twitch is changing to where the affiliates are going to get paid for ads, subs, and bits, but they're going to I would imagine they're going to up the what they're getting paid on the other end. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because think about it. The more people you get affiliated with Twitch, the more money Twitch is going to make. So Twitch isn't stupid. They're like,
they want to make it
man.
easier for affiliate and
yeah,
more worthwhile.
I wouldn't necessarily make it easier for affiliates. They're just going to make it to where you want to become an affiliate.
Right.
Because right now, I mean, Kush is getting money from bits and subs, which is awesome. But every time I go to Kush's channel, I still get an ad.
Yep.
And that ad says this ad supports Twitch. So right now, if you're a Twitch streamer, every time someone comes to your channel, guess who's getting paid? Twitch, and you're not.
Yep.
So they're trying to change that to where, you know what? Fuck it. If you're an affiliate, let some of the ads go to you. We're still going to get the highest portion. And so everybody's getting paid, so you have more people that's going to try and get affiliated with Twitch. So, like I said, that'll probably change again in another year or two. And YouTube kind of, screwed over a lot of people because people that had like a buddy of mine at work, he has how many people? I think 47,000 subscribers to his YouTube channel. And he has like a couple 100,000 views, if not more, it's a gun channel. He has guns and does a lot of shooting. Shit, man, he woke up on a Monday, had all of his monetization going in, seen his money coming in, woke up on the next day, his shit was gone. They completely demonetized his entire YouTube channel for no reason.
Wow.
And that's how YouTube does shit, man. They can just go in there and be like, yeah, fuck this. This is a
Yeah, we're not paying this guy.
Yeah, we're not paying this guy to show guns. That's how we just had 50 mass shootings last week. We're not showing this shit. You know what I mean? And they just took all of his money. And he was making between $500 and $600 a month.
Wow.
And that's what he used to, go out and buy more weapons and do more videos and buy cameras and keep his stream going for YouTube. And then literally overnight, they just canceled everything he ever did. And that's why I like Twitch, because once you make affiliate, they can't take it from you unless you just stop streaming. So, you might make $10 a month, but guess what? That's $10 you didn't have. And that's how I look at it. I mean, exactly. I'd love to make a couple $100 a month. That'd be awesome. But I mean, Ray, if you could get on there and make $30 a month, I mean, shit, that's
$30 a month, son.
For doing something that you were gonna do anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
That's my philosophy.
But so
I mean,
what's that?
Part of me, most of me, just wants to just fucking play the games, man.
Yeah. So what games is coming up? Y'all have anything coming up that's got your minds excited, Kush?
I don't pay attention to upcoming games. I just play them when they come out.
Yeah.
See what people like, and I just play them.
Yeah.
The only game I'm worried about, man, is September.
Borderlands 3.
Borderlands 3.
The shit
I
ain't
am
even.
kind of excited for that.
It is
like
not
Borderlands.
coming fast enough, man.
It looks
God.
good. It looks good.
What you don't understand, Kevin, Kush, me and Ray's been waiting on this game since 2008, son.
I'm
Jesus.
I'm with you. I've never been as addicted to it as you, but
Dude,
when I got back into it, I was like, wow, this is still a fucking great game. Borderlands 1, man.
I mean,
it's still a good game.
It is a good game.
I mean, obviously, you can go look at my PlayStation trophies. I've got plenty of games on there, but for whatever reason,
18 of them.
Yeah, I got like 15 platinum trophies. But for whatever reason, man, I can throw on Borderlands 1 or 2 any day and have as much fun right now. And I've 100% beat everything in all those games and go right back at it and play it again. I mean, they're fun.
I'm different. I do love Borderlands, but my go-to if I'm bored is Destiny.
Oh, I like Destiny.
Yeah, Destiny definitely it fell off the map, but definitely it's.
Dude, Destiny has by far the best potential of any game. I'm not lying.
It's
different from
it's
any
so much
FPS.
better. It's so much better with a group of people, man.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
I just wish
it's
they
just-
would put more effort into the game, man. Like
They have. They fixed quite a lot of shit,
Well,
man.
so
They've
Destiny
done a
1
lot
was-
of stuff.
yeah,
No,
I mean, I know.
just from the release. So what happened was, and I don't know if this is 100% true, but what happened was Destiny 1 was shit when it came out.
Yeah, it was
They
terrible.
built it up and built it up and built it up. Became really good by the time Destiny 2 was about to release. When Destiny 2 released, they wiped everything that they did from Destiny 1 and made Destiny 2 a piece of shit. So they had to rebuild it all the way back up. Like, that's what I've heard. But
I mean,
the
the game is amazing. I mean, me and you and Adam played the shit out of Destiny and Destiny 2. It's just
Y'all got bored out. You got burnt out, man.
yeah, man, you do.
Y'all
I
got
mean,
hurt with it.
once you get so far, your light level goes up, and it's the same missions, and it's the same. I mean,
Do you play the raids, Joe?
well, so I'm glad you asked that. In Destiny 1, we never could play the raids. Well, for one, Ray was in. Were you in Germany or Mildenhall at the time, or Guam?
Guam.
He was in Guam, so we were like, I think 9 hours apart, right? 8 or 9 hours
It
apart.
was a lot.
So we could never really. Only time we could play together is on the weekend, and we only have like a 3-hour window. So we hardly ever played together. But he had a bunch of his buddies in Guam that played Destiny, so he played and beat all the raids. Me and Adam, we didn't have anybody that played Destiny that we could just get on with, and there wasn't a matchmaking for Destiny 1, which was a huge, upset because people was like, "Fuck, man, I only have 2 people that play Destiny. How am I gonna play this raid? Because you have to have 8. Is it 8?
Six. Yeah, 6.
So Destiny 2 came out, and the same thing for the Nightfalls. You had to have people to invite to play the Nightfalls.
And they ended up making apps for that, looking for.
Yeah,
people.
which were badass.
Yeah, but
because,
the LFGs and they were badass.
Yeah.
But then again, you get an
some-
11-year-old
You
kid.
get some crappy people.
yeah, well, you do. But the only reason me and you used the app was for the world events, which were that was awesome. I mean, it was to the second. A world event would be there in like 2 minutes. You'd show up and no shit. Here comes the world event. But in Destiny 2, they made a bunch of different upgrades, man. Obviously, it was the first, 4K, which was badass, and then, matchmaking, which was a huge difference in the game because, if you got
There's still no matchmaking for the Nightfall, and there's still no matchmaking for the raids.
they
But
still didn't fix it. I thought they did.
no, because you don't want to matchmake 5 people you don't know to get in a raid that requires 6
Yeah,
people.
it's toxic.
Yeah, you can't have that. But what they have now is you can go if you've done the raid before, you can go in there as a host.
Oh yeah, I'm
Just
sorry.
Wait
That's
for
what
5 people to come in, or you
that's what
can
it
join a
was.
queue to be joined up with somebody that knows what they're doing. You know what I'm saying?
That's what it was. I knew it was something like that. My bad.
But I mean, I never used it.
I mean, we still beat the shit out of the game though, me and Adam. I mean, it was fun. But
So,
Yeah,
Ray,
they're.
did you see
Their
this Google
expansion comes
Stadia?
out same time Borderlands 3 drops.
I bet Kush is gonna be all over that game or that system.
Yeah, did you
The
see Google
Stadia?
Stadia? Yeah, they if you pre-order, you get the Destiny bundle, everything about it, all free.
Wow.
Right.
Have you
with
seen
the
that,
game.
Kush?
I don't
Nah,
know that
I'm gonna look
shit,
that
man.
up.
I'm
Right
good with the
there.
PlayStation 5. I don't need nothing else.
Yeah, man. It's
I don't
called
need no
Google
Stadia.
Stadia. Stadia. I'm telling you, man, it's gonna make some waves in the water, son. You wait and see.
Yeah, I
don't think it
pre-ordered it.
will.
Oh,
better
I don't think I will, man.
buy
So,
some stock.
did you
It's
see?
gonna I'm telling you, it's gonna make some waves, dude.
Yeah, so you don't have to be a subscriber to play. You can just buy a game, play it. You know, you pay $60 or whatever, and you can play it on their service with any controller you want. So essentially, there's no introductory, like there's no point of entry cost. If you're going to buy the game on Xbox or you're going to buy the game on the Stadia, you could pay the same amount. But on the Stadia, you can play it in your car, you know, while you're waiting for the bus, or on the bus. Xbox, you got to play it in your living room. And
You can play on your phone, your computer.
Okay, but then you
your
think
tablet.
about the same thing I thought about with the Switch. Then. All right, let's say you take your tablet on a car ride, you about a road trip. But I want to play some Battlefield 91 or whatever the fuck's coming out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Battery life drains, man. You only get 30, 45 minutes of playing on your tablet because, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, is it really going to
100%.
be?
But
I don't know.
so this is
I mean,
going to
obviously,
be.
it's not for on the road unless you got a car charger. Obviously, that'd be just fine. But what I'm saying is, it's like they're selling this as, look, you have no upkeep, you have no system that's going to break, you have no game you're going to lose or break,
Yep.
and you have no worries of anything filling up. No
load
storage
times.
is going to fill up.
No
No
load.
load times. If you hit your
Man, I don't
power-
believe that shit. You know how many games said no? Still waiting 82 minutes to get into the match, man.
So
Oh,
Ray,
bro.
Ray, here's the deal though.
There ain't
Every
no load time as long as that fucking game we played. Shit. The game came out and we played like 30 minutes of it. The one that was so hype. Shit. Which one was
Assassin's
it?
Creed?
Yeah. Nah, fuck you.
Nah.
You getting the robots. You getting those robots and fucking fly around and do stupid
Titanfall.
shit.
Oh, Anthem. That weak ass game. Fucking Anthem, dude.
Kush, did you play Anthem?
No, I heard a lot of bad.
Let me
bad
tell
Oh
you.
my
reviews.
god,
When
dude.
I say the load screen, no shit, was at least 7 to 10 minutes. I ain't bullshitting.
yeah.
Dude,
Fuck that
I'm
game.
telling you, could have watched 2 sitcom
Man,
shows.
that's another game along with Destiny that could have been so much
Oh,
fucking.
dude, Anthem could have been top notch, bro. I don't know what the fuck they did. They must have fell
Well,
asleep halfway through the game.
They were at E3. They said that they're still working to get that game up to speed. But I
Man,
mean,
that game's
it's
done,
it's
son.
toast.
EA's done, dude. EA don't give a damn.
Ain't
But-
nobody coming back to Anthem. That bitch is 2 years old already.
Go real quick,
Not
going
really,
back
but-
to the Stadia. So Ray, just like if you had told me 10 or 15 years ago, like you'd be able to think and Google would have the answers for you right in front of your face. That's how it's going to be. It's on their servers, and they've somehow figured out how to get the data from their servers to your screen as faster than your eye. They say this is what they say, faster than your eyeballs.
I'm gonna have to look it up.
Can
I
process
haven't really like read too much on it. I'll have
Kush,
to look it up.
Kush
man.
has it in his eyes, boy. He gonna look up Stadia. He
Yeah,
gonna get
he's
into
like,
this shit.
I'm looking
And
at it
then,
now.
and then 6 months from now, when this fucking thing comes out, you're gonna see Kush nowhere because he done bought all the stocks.
That's right. So
You're gonna have all the
basically,
Jordans.
they're obviously going to have some type of way to connect a controller, right? But you connect your controller, and they said it's going to connect to their servers, not necessarily. I mean, through your Wi-Fi or whatever, right? But there's going to be no what was the I can't think of the right term, but basically the delay, the input delay from your controller, it's not going to be going from your controller to your router to I don't know. It's not going to go from there to a system and then processed by Sony. It's going straight to Google servers. So when you're hitting a button, it's the same as if Joe's sitting across the world hitting the button. Everyone's input time is going to be the same.
Yeah,
And
but wouldn't
I
that
mean-
have to do with your Wi-Fi connection though?
no,
Well, they
Same as
said
game lag, like
they
you know what I'm
said
saying? Like
that
if you have a
the
weak
most
connection.
speed. They said the most speed you would need was it 4 megabytes?
a
second?
it was 25 or
Or-
35 for the 720.
For the 720, but you could have like I think it was 10, maybe it was 10.
No, you're right. It might be
But
10.
I was like, who the fuck has 10? Like, does any company even sell 10 anymore? Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? So like 30 is like no shit, you get HD.
I got a
then
terabyte,
if you
but
want-
you'd think that Comcast is serving me 10. It's kind of crazy sometimes, but
And then if you want 4K or 1080, you got to have like 50. And then if you want 4K, you got to have 100 and whatever it is. But
Right.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, in my mind, I see this as being fucking badass. But me being a gamer and knowing
We
exactly
also
what.
thought Anthem was gonna be badass. Look, you
Hey
know what
man,
happened?
come on now, calm down.
And the goddamn Wii U was supposed to be dope, but that shit sucked too.
Hey, Kush, what kind of systems you got besides PC?
I got an Xbox One and it is sitting on the shelf collecting dust. No, I just use my PC, man.
I'll
That's it.
DM you my address. You can go ahead and send that shit to me. I'll add that to the collection. I'll make that number 48.
Number 48.
I got a brand new Xbox One.
Man,
S
I
in
get-
the
I got
box.
get
more
so-
Xboxes than I have Jordans. Jeez.
Right, see? I get collecting these systems, Joe. All right? I get collecting one a piece. Putting them in a little fucking...
Well, so, all
Man, I
right,
bet-
listen here.
label them, and I get that. But what do you want 82 different versions of the same system for?
Listen, bro. As a collector, you got to collect, son. Look at my man up there, Kush. He got 48 pair of damn Jordans.
Yeah, but the ones that he's holding, maybe
But I
aren't they
guarantee
probably
you-
just one pair of a different type of Jordans.
I guarantee you he
Anything other
got
than that, he sells
probably
it.
3 or 4 pair of the
I
same
got a
damn
couple
ones.
variations, guys.
Different colors.
Okay,
Thank you.
but they're different
Thank you,
variations.
Kush. Thank you, Kush. Fuck you, Ray.
Gotta have every damn color of the old Game Boy Color, son.
Hey,
There's a couple
see, look at
pairs
there.
of fours.
That's
Same
awesome.
damn shoe, different color.
See,
Get the fuck out of here.
That sure looks different to me. What do you get? Let me get
So
the white Xbox and the black Xbox.
I
oh,
do,
Shit,
I
they
have
come out
both
with the
of
red Xbox. Let me get that one.
I gotta get it.
Let
So
me
Ray-
get the Gears
I
of, let me
I
get the
have
Gears of
4.
War 3 Xbox.
I've been looking for it.
The
If
360.
you find it, hook a brother up.
Ray, I'm with you.
But-
I'm with you on this, but I gotta say,
Hey, no one pulled your fucking chain yet, Kevin, about making fun of me. and my systems. Listen, I got 4 Nintendo 64s, okay? I got the gray one. I got the green one, the jungle green. I got the aqua blue, and I got the burnt orange. I still need the watermelon purple. Or the
Watermelon purple? Hold on.
That's that new shit, son. Ain't came out yet.
Got G Fuel.
I got that G Fuel shit. There we go.
You all right?
see,
Hey,
I've
so
been
I
to his
watched the
house.
video.
Well, I was
Go
just gonna
ahead,
say
Kev.
real. I was just gonna say real quick. You know, I've been to his house and I have no problem supporting his crazy addiction of buying all these things. I just could not fucking believe that with all those systems, he's buying Game Boys, right? Literally a couple months ago, but he wouldn't buy a fucking VR system until
Red
this
alert.
week.
Red alert.
Red alert.
I just bought a PSVR. Red alert.
Kush, I've been trying to get this guy to buy a PSVR for literally 2 years. And
Every
he
bit
come-
of 2 years.
He came to my house, man, and he says it was for his kids, but he had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun.
Actually, I'm not
for the
gonna lie to
kids.
you, man. On my way home, you can ask my wife. I'll get her on the stream. I said I don't want it. I'm not gonna play it. But you know what she said? But I like Beat Saber. That was fun. And my kids were
Oh,
like,
shit.
"Daddy, I really like Beat Saber." I'm like, "Fuck, man, can't tell them no."
What was that
Especially
electric?
when the wife,
Tell him no.
especially
that
when the
note?
wifey wants a video game system, son. You can't tell her no.
Joe, what was that
Oh, is it
note on
what you did the
Electronauts?
other day with the TV?
Bop, 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 bop.
You telling the story about the TV?
Yeah. All right, Kush. So my wife, she's a gamer. She plays all this shit. So anyway, we bought this house we're in now, and our living room, they converted it, the 2-car garage, into a living room. So it's an overly massive living room for no reason. Ray was here a couple weeks ago. It's too fucking big. I mean, it's got 4 ceiling fans in it, for crying out loud. So I had literally just bought a 55-inch Sony 4K TV. That's a big enough TV for me, man. Put it in the living room, and the couch isn't even that far from the TV, but the room's so big. We're watching TV, and I look over, my wife, she's like squinting. I'm like, "Honey, you all right?" She goes, "What size is this TV?" I was like, "It's a 55-inch TV." She's like, "I think we need a bigger one." Shit. So I came home the next day with a 75-inch fucking Samsung. I ain't fucking around. She said, "Oh my God, why'd you buy that big TV?" I'm like, "Well, shit, you gave me the green light.
Yeah,
you
did.
said I could go do
We
it."
need a bigger TV.
So, Kush, are you all about, like, you said you had a pretty good computer? Do you go all out with that stuff, or what do you
I'm
got?
gonna hit the bathroom real quick.
At the time, I just had some money that I was willing to spend on a computer. I never had like a nice gaming PC, so I just figured I just broke down and I was like, I need to buy one. I was playing a lot of Overwatch and World of Warcraft at the time.
Man, I want to
actually.
play that game so bad, Kush. I love World of Warcraft, dude.
Me too.
What about
They're
the-
coming
I
out
think-
they're coming out with that new update, right? In a couple months.
Is it an update or the vanilla one?
It's the vanilla.
No.
It's like the clean, original, OG
Yeah.
Warcraft.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
OG, yeah.
Man, if they came out with that on PS4 and Xbox, I mean,
Man,
fuck,
you took the words out of my mouth. Me and
I
Adam
don't
has
think you
talked.
could play it.
you could.
How
They
would
could.
you?
They'd have to
There's
change
got to
it
be
a
a
little
way,
bit.
Kush.
You could
Me
There
and
play
has to
Adam
be,
has
like,
talked about this for years, bro.
Variations of buttons.
Elder Scrolls
hold
Online.
X and
I mean,
Oh,
Elder Scrolls
true.
Online's there. I mean,
Diablo's the same way. I mean, Diablo has, I think there's 18 button combinations that you have to do. It's like
Oh, wow.
R2, and then once you hold R2 down, you have 4. L2's 4, R1's 4. So there's, it's like 16 button combos.
we talk
And
about
then
this
you
all the
have-
time with Fortnite and all these games where the keyboard warriors get way more than the controller. But I mean,
Yeah.
I have a Steam controller, and there's 1,000 different variations that you can put as many as a keyboard on a Steam controller because every angle is an input. It's got discs instead of up, down, left, right. So literally, it's like a 365. I mean, there's so much you can program. You can program how long you hold down the button is an entry. So 5 seconds is an entry, 3 seconds is an entry.
Wow.
The fact that the systems haven't integrated more detailed control systems for the developers, and we talk about this a lot, but games like Fortnite are really exposing that because people, there is a gap, regardless of whether you like it or not. There's 1 or 2 people in the entire freaking world making it to the World Cups who are controller players, and they're such beasts that it's evident.
Shout out,
that
what's his name, Aiden?
Aiden, man, Ghost Aiden. If we can ever get that fucking dude on the
Bro, if y'all
podcast.
ever want to see a guy play with a controller, Aiden is, I don't even know, I think he's cheating. That motherfucker can build a castle in 3 seconds.
And that guy just came
on a controller.
Yeah, he just came in second place yesterday. He would have won if this other guy didn't have just a phenomenal run, 14 eliminations in a pro game. But Aiden, so Joe doesn't watch any of that shit. He doesn't sit down and watch himself some pro Fortnite. But I throw it on while I'm working and stuff. He was glued, right, watching Aiden play.
But I mean, you got all right. So let me set this in y'all's mind real quick. Just a few months ago, Aiden, this guy, I shit you not, was in his trailer while his mom was doing dishes in the background, fellas. I'm not even shitting you. He was streaming on Twitch. His mom was doing dishes in the background talking to his dad. And this motherfucker won a $100,000 tournament.
Jeez Louise.
Now he moved out to LA and he's made millions. Like, matter of fact, when I was at Kevin's house, we was watching him, and within, I would say, a half hour, maybe 40 minutes, he had gotten 115 subs.
Jeez.
The next
Just
day we
that
turned
day.
him on while we were working. He had another 85 subs. I mean, the dude is getting hundreds of subs a day.
Yep.
And then donations just every few minutes. Bing, bing.
Bits.
And he's
It's
funny as
crazy.
fuck too. Like he's aware, so he knows that if he does a nasty kill or something in a tournament, that they're talking about him, and he'll dance on the body and shit. Like he knows how to get and he's 19 or something years old.
Yeah, dude,
he
he's
knows how
dirty.
to get
Like, what was that one guy's name?
the
The guy that was, it was his.
Nick Merckx.
Yeah, Nick Merckx was. He's a big streamer. He's really good. And Nick Merckx and Aiden had gotten a tournament together, and both of them go to Tilted Towers because that's their.
Oh, geez.
They call it their place to land. Dude, he shit on Nick Merckx. I mean, it was bad.
4
then he
times
walked
in
the
one
house
day.
and danced
something
on
like
him in a tournament. I was like, you asshole.
Yep.
Yeah, dude.
But the funniest thing
Anyway.
is Nick Merckx is this huge jock dude, right? Football player looking guy. Aiden is a Fortnite player looking guy, and it was just fucking hilarious to
He's
see
a kid, man.
the
Goofy
kid
glasses,
shit
and
on
every
this
time
dude.
he laughs, he's puts his glasses back up. I mean, dude,
Stupid.
he has like random ass voices he talks and
Do y'all
he
know who-
burps and shit.
You know Jay and Silent Bob?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's who he
Jason
is.
Mewes. Well, no, Jason Mewes yesterday was in the
He
freaking.
plays a lot of Fortnite.
Yeah, he was on the Fortnite on the tournament yesterday. It was pretty badass to
Oh,
see.
wow.
Like,
He's good.
I mean, I don't. He wasn't great, but the fact is, like, it's pulling. Hannibal
Better than me.
Buress was there. Marshawn
okay.
Lynch. I mean, you had a crew of people, some famous people that were playing that really brings some light into this whole scene. It's awesome. And there's a
You guys
13-year-old girl who's deaf. Her name's Ewok, and she's 13, and she's a fucking beast. And she was like, unbelievable. I looked at my son. I'm like, you have fucking ears. Get out
Yeah, no
there
kidding.
and play. He's over there
Right,
fucking
right.
playgrounds.
So like Juju Smith-Schuster from the Steelers, he plays with Ninja all the time, and
Mhm.
that
Yeah,
dude's
Ninja
good.
plays
That dude's good, man. And then him and Ninja and Drake,
Yeah, I seen that.
they won a couple games together. So I mean,
So
hey, back to your computer real quick, Kush. Did you build it or did you buy it?
I bought it from iBuyPower, so I mean, I guess
You built it, yeah.
built it. I I picked what I wanted in there. I actually probably need to upgrade the cooling system on it because it gets pretty hot. But it's pretty. I got a 1070 in here. You know, some 1070 Asus little graphics card. I think it's an i7 processor. I'm in the works of buying a 144 hertz monitor. I don't know if you've seen, but I got a little. My birthday's next month, July 5th, so I got a little donation bar.
I seen that bar at the bottom of your screen.
Oh, Rich Villain.
You say you needed $200 or?
I put 250. I just shot for 250. So I was just gonna buy it with the remainder, but dude, we're getting close. I might just be able to pay it off with donations. I got some cool people. Like I said, man, LeakySquad's doing it big, man.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what I'm saying, man. I mean,
LeakySquad's badass.
We were talking about that a while back, man. I'm just like, you know, a good point. We were contacting this company about getting a game because we're on a lot of the game developers list, and we get free games, and we'll do reviews on them. So I remember I went to Elgato, and I was on the phone with them, and they were like, yeah, well, you don't have 10,000 views per video. I said, woman, if I had 10,000 views per video, y'all'd be calling me.
Yep.
Right.
Like, you know how much fucking money 10,000 views a video is? Like, come on.
And same thing happened with DayZ. I mean,
DayZ, they said the same thing. Like, who the fuck would be calling anybody if you were getting 10,000 views an episode?
It's $30 game, and they're like, yeah, we you know, we have a modest and you know, for a bunch of nutheads like us being able to build an audience. I mean, 1,800 people following us on Instagram. There's got to be at least 100 real people there. And, you know, if we get one person to buy a fucking game or anything, or even to think about a game that they would never have thought about before, that's, you know, that. And they're telling us, funny, like, you don't have 10,000 people watching every single episode you upload. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
You won't have 10,000 people play that game.
I was going to say that. I don't even think 10,000 people bought that game. I mean, shit. And I mean,
don't if you have 10,000 views on a video, that's going to be more than $30. I just go buy the fucking game. I don't need your help. I mean,
it's weird though. Going back to what we were saying earlier, like this is, you know, you're putting together this crew of people helping each other out, and Joe and I have been trying to do something similar for quite a while, and it's not easy to get started. You guys have really pushed the envelope already. I don't know.
Yeah, man, I give you props for it. I mean, me and Kevin's tried, dude. It's super hard, but shit, man, LeakySquad is just fucking blowing up.
We all just have like that same mindset. We just all hungry to grow as Twitch streamers. We all want to, you know, quote unquote, move out of our mom's basement. You know, we want to do something cool.
Let's also be real here, right? Look at all of us, right? We're not the under 18 crowd, right?
Right, exactly.
And I think all four of us here, and probably a lot of the people on the Leaky Squad, pretty smart people. And we're seeing these kids walk up, making hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, literally doing this shit, and we're like, what? Why couldn't this happen back in 1997?
Exactly.
And so I think all of us are smart enough to do something to get a little piece. I mean, there's a lot of pieces out there, and
I mean, back in the day there were tournaments. You know, there were
but it wasn't as accessible.
No, it wasn't. But like
Pac-Man tournament, son. You can't be known a Pac-Man tournament.
What does Dr. Disrespect say? The 1994, 1995 back-to-back blockbuster champion. Like,
oh
that
shit! You know what he's saying on Twitch today?
Oh, did you see his
motherfucker's banned, son?
No. Did you see his video?
No, I don't.
I don't know if he was high on drugs or just fucking around, but he went live on Periscope in a bathtub naked, and yesterday.
Dude, he's done.
No.
Bro.
It was fucking top tier quality. It was hilarious,
yeah,
dude.
But I mean, come on,
it was
dude.
fucking
like,
hilarious.
You fucked up. You took a camera crew in a bathroom. How dumb is that?
It's dumb, but there's worse shit. Come on, there's worse shit that he could have done. That was not that big. We can't. This society is such fucking pansies. Come on.
Well,
did any one of those guys go, holy shit?
Yeah, hey, I'm offended.
I think it's a publicity.
I know you are.
Offended.
But like, I didn't see one person offended in that bathroom, right? They were fucking dudes just like, oh shit, it's Dr. Disrespect, and then he gets banned. I get it, right? I understand there's terms.
He didn't get banned because he went in the damn bathroom. He got banned because it's a Twitch rule that you can't have X, Y, and Z. Well, motherfucker,
I don't think he shouldn't have been banned. I agree with the ban.
He plays that role as a fucking an arrogant asshole,
yeah.
whatever.
Right.
But come on, dude, have a little bit of common sense. Like, I'm going to the bathroom, fuckers. Leave me out for like 2
He probably,
minutes.
you know, if you, I was watching his stream prior to that moment. He was being just a wise ass, being funny, building content. I honestly think it was probably just a mishap. Like, he probably, and then I'll go to the bathroom, say I'm taking a diarrhea or whatever. And that's what he did. I don't think he went in there even considering he was going to get banned. He was just building content, and it was a stupid decision. But people are acting like this is the end of the world for him, and the guy's a fucking genius. He's come back from worse.
It's gonna be
let's
if
be
he's
honest,
sits in the
right?
fucking bathtub naked making more videos.
I think it
dumbass.
was the publicity stunt for sure.
Thank
think
you,
so?
Kush. That's exactly what it was, man. I mean, he's not drinking, or maybe he was, but you're not gonna take a fucking camera crew in the bathroom and go, "Oh man, I forgot." Come on, dude. He just being dumb, dude.
Hey, well, the video, it's like 25, 30 minutes long of him in a bathtub, and I think he was sloshed, man. I think he was fucked up, but it was funny as hell.
Here's my thing, though. Who fucking cares? You know what's gonna happen now when he comes back to Twitch after his 3 days? His fucking ratings is gonna go up. He's gonna have 3
That guy
times
used
as
to
many
be the king, man.
subscribers.
Well, he needs to get back there. He used to have 100,000 every
Well,
time I'd log in.
That's
Now he
why
has
why he-
20.
that-
So that's why he needs the publicity stunt.
Exactly. That's why he did it, man. He's not. He's dumb, but he's not.
But you know, you look at today. Tifu's now the guy. He's the king today. Tomorrow's going to be. I mean, Aiden could win the World Cup and be the guy tomorrow. It could be someone random, right? And
Who the hell is
that's-
Tifu?
oh, kid,
I don't know these people, man.
He's from around
Like,
here.
I don't know these people.
yeah, he's from
Tifu's
St. Pete
from Florida.
or Clearwater.
My brother kind of knew him growing
Oh,
up.
really? Yeah, I guess he's got a pretty loud crew down there. But Tifu is currently the #1 concurrent Twitch streamer. He's the current pseudo king of Fortnite. He wins a lot of tournaments. His team. He was on FaZe Clan, which is a.
Oh,
pretty
is that
wide-
that dude that you told me about, Joe? That like he pretty much made this team legit,
No.
and they
He
didn't
didn't
give him
make-
any money for it.
He didn't make FaZe legit. He won a fuck ton of tournaments for FaZe.
For phase, and then they didn't. Yeah.
They didn't give him. They're not giving him his money. His basically
No,
what he earns, man.
That's not what happened. Just so to clarify, he has a contract with FaZe that, from what it's been publicly stated, they could fuck him royally if they chose. They haven't yet, right? And I think they withheld, or they've only taken 60 grand of his money, and I'm sure there's way more deeper than I would ever know.
Yeah, but I mean, I was reading the not his contract, but I was reading like they do 80-20. But again, his dumbass signed
But
it.
not-
I mean, he didn't even read it.
Yes, but not for everything, right? They do
Not for
80-20
everything.
for certain types of content and money that he makes, but he's over here winning tournaments, and they didn't take a dime out of the 400 grand he won, right? So,
Well, he went under his name though. He went under his name, not the FaZe Clan name.
but they made that agreement. They were willing to work with this guy. Not only that, a week before he put this lawsuit out there, they're doing video content on YouTube of him sharing girlfriends with this other guy that he's ended up suing. They were close buddies. I think when money jumps into the mix on some of these things, especially the amount of money he's making,
Well,
it
I
doesn't
mean,
matter
look
if
at the FaZe
friendship or
Clan.
not. Look at the
How much
girlfriend
money
he's
does
with.
FaZe-
Look at Tifu's
Well, yeah, but I
girlfriend.
mean, look how much money FaZe Clan has made.
Oh, you see that house? They got a house that's
It-
like a $60 million house or some stupid crazy house out
Yeah,
in LA.
but you know, again, it's like if me, you, Kush, and Ray made, Team Mar Gaming, whatever, and we all agreed on X, Y, and Z. Well, Kush ends up being the best fucking Apex player, and he goes out and he wins 10 tournaments for Team Mar Gaming, right? But yet we're not gonna give him the money because he was the 4th person on. You know what I mean? So it's kind of shitty how they're doing the guy. Even though they invited him to the Tifu or the FaZe Clan.
Hey.
It's like, hey, thanks, man. You just earned us $10 million. Here's $500,000. I mean,
that
like, come
fucking
on,
guy
dude.
got to live. If you see his house that he lives in Clearwater, Florida, and the house he got to live in LA, you can look at it both directions. I say, if you sign a contract, I don't care if you're a fucking idiot for signing it or not. If you sign a
You gotta
contract,
read
you
it,
sign
man.
a contract. You got to read
And
it.
that's where I'm at. I'm like, I'm not mad at FaZe for what they did because I mean, think about it, dude. On the other side of the fence, I don't know if he's gonna be good. He could hurt us or help us.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I'm not gonna sign a contract where you get fucking 80% of my money.
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
He didn't read the whole thing, or he didn't have the proper, even if it was a predatory contract. Everyone, when you watch these people on Twitch and Twitter and going to war with, there's tens of millions of dollars going back and forth, and they're fucking arguing over YouTube. And it's like, guys, every single thing you say is going to
did.
be used in court. And these people are just
exactly what
kids.
they did.
He's probably just a young kid and was like, I just want to be a part of something.
Well, or off camera, FaZe Clan came to him and was like, hey, man, we're going to give you $25,000 up front for you to join our team. Sign this contract, and for every tournament, you get a portion. And he was like, fuck yeah, I'll take $25,000, and you're going to pay me to play? That's exactly what happened, dude. I'm telling you. I mean, if some random clan came up to me and said, I'll give you $25,000 to join us, and then I'll give you $10,000 every time you win a tournament, shit, I'd probably be like, okay, sign me up.
Yeah, exactly.
But then he was like, fuck, man, I've won 10 tournaments. FaZe Clan's won 0. Why the fuck are you guys getting rich?
They got some good players in every tournament. FaZe Clan's up there. Cloakzy his teammate came from FaZe Clan. Cloakzy didn't even want him on the team, or didn't want a team with him, and now he's taking Cloakzy with him. It's all politics. At the end of the day, he leaves FaZe Clan. Nick Merckx joins FaZe Clan. Nick Merckx leaves 100 Thieves. Courage JD joins 100 Thieves. These are all names. If you don't follow the scene, you may not know who they are, but these same people have millions of people following them. They're making millions of dollars a piece, and it's because of Fortnite.
At the end of the day, they all made millions, and it's a fucking game.
But it's not a game anymore. It's a difference, man. Like, I love video editing, but when you're video editing and you'd rather be playing Fortnite or Apex or something, it becomes a job.
I'm gonna send you my clips in, Kevin.
I tell you what, though. to be honest about that, I forgot who we were watching stream. It was one of the big top 10 streamers. They did nothing but dog Fortnite. They're like, this game is fucking trash. Like, it's so dumb. It's so glitchy.
It's a popular thing to do.
And they were winning, man. But like Kevin said, it's not a game no more. It's a job.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about Tom? Yeah. From a team.
Dude, he was just trashing
Liquid
the
72
game.
hours.
He's like, look at this bullshit. I can't even build. This game's fucking broke. And he would just talk shit about it, but he would go and win. And then
that
you're
guy's
like, shit.
On Reddit, he's got one of the biggest followings, and that guy's also making millions from Fortnite. And we actually talked to Joe a long time. Remember the stretch resolution thing? We got into this probably 6 months ago, and I was saying there's this one guy. He's a big time streamer, but he's bitching and complaining because they're saying you can't play stretch res anymore at their tournaments. It looks like shit. If the Epic's trying to put out a product, and you can see from this last weekend the product they're trying to put out is top tier, and here are people playing on fucking the screen is like way too wide. And they're trying to display that.
Shoot better or something.
Yeah, I guess the wider it is, the hit marker. It's easier to get to the hit marker. So I don't know the full dynamics.
Yeah, there was a whole.
I've seen some people doing it on Apex too.
Yeah, but Apex gives you the field of vision slider, and so I don't know if you fucked with that, but Fortnite needs to do that.
All the way up.
Yeah, do you? So.
What am I what?
So, Kush, what do you envision for LeakySquad? Like, I know obviously you're going to keep trucking away and, build and work together, but what do you see LeakySquad going 5 years from now? What we got?
I can't see it.
I can't see it. What does it say?
5 years from now, let me pull up my notes here because we actually have been having some meetings lately.
Oh,
damn, Kush.
See, Joe?
I'll be a part of the meeting, man. Let's do this.
You won't even come to meetings with me.
Nope, sure won't. I'll come to your house, though.
Come to your house, though. Go swimming in their pool.
Ray, I'm like,
right.
Ray,
son.
I'm like, hey, Joe, I need like an hour so I can get this audio and video shit. And he's like, nope.
Nope.
And then we get on there and he's like, let's go. And I'm like, it's not working. He's like, let's go.
That's Joe. That's just Joe.
That's just me, bro. You better get used to it.
Joe says, I'm like, hey, when do you want to record? He's like, I don't know, tonight, maybe Sunday. Okay, cool. And then like an hour later, I get a message. He's like, I'm ready now. Boot up. And you see, I'm a fucking mess.
Now
man.
is all caps, though. Like, fucking let's go.
I mean,
I got shit to do.
Right now.
I'm gonna show you guys some shit. All right?
Oh, let's look at got his little notebook out and everything.
That's all good. Is that the Elgato?
Yeah, look at this shit, right? This is what I got right now going on. Right? Yeah, right? And Joe tricked me into getting another one. I got the 32 button Elgato coming tomorrow because Joe said he was going to buy this 15 button one off me, and then he said never mind
for $21.
Once that thing shipped. So now I'm going to have like 75 buttons in front of me, and I don't even know what the fuck I'm going to do. It's going to be crazier. Hopefully it's going to be easier. So Kush, go. Sorry to cut you off there with your notes, but
hit us up with these 5 years
So-
playing, bud.
So in like 5 years, we're trying to aim for like maybe like a website, just because Discord is kind of hard and it's on like for some people it's a little difficult. We were kind of thinking about maybe like getting like a nice little website with like a forum, and that way you're also not getting millions of notifications on your phone.
Yep.
I'll tell you something. I opened Discord and I got a headache immediately.
Exactly.
First time
And
I opened the damn thing.
I know a lot of
Right.
people get lost in there, and it's not very. It's not. I mean, it is user friendly, but at the same time, there's so much going on.
Right.
So we want to try and do something like that. We want to maybe get like some little merchandise and stuff, and just for the players just to wear and stuff during their streams or whatever. We got
That'd be dope.
yeah. We
I
want
got 2 questions for you when you get done. Don't let me forget.
Okay.
Where can you
Okay.
get that merch at, or you're planning it?
We're planning it.
Hang on, buddy.
So,
hold on a second.
We are making some big moves lately. I'm not gonna disclose all of them right now, but we're gonna clean up Discord. We definitely want that. We want to stray away from like the whole being known as like helping with affiliate. We want to be more of like a networking for people. Like I seen what you did on your Discord backlog. I really like that. That's awesome. Like I want to stay active in your Discord and branch out to your networks, and we can all mingle together and
Yep.
just I don't know, just want to build the family up.
Right.
I love it.
Hell yeah. I mean, you're doing whatever you are doing right now is working. I mean,
Yeah.
I know you guys for helping out the affiliate, but I get on there, man, and I would say it's like 80-20 now, honestly. Like
Mhm.
20% of the people
Stop
is like,
rubbing
oh,
it
I
in.
want affiliate. I want affiliate. But now, like, a lot of them are just bullshitting, like talking back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
shit, man! Let's play the Rocket League over here, or let's go do this, or I didn't know you
Yep.
played that game. Let's go play this game.
Yep.
And then
We're all
you know-
exactly. That's another thing. We're all playing each other's games, like games
Yeah.
we probably would have never played before, just because we hop in that person's stream and we like their personality and we meshed with them and it was a good experience. So we're like, oh, I want to play with this guy sometime. And
We gotta
he
get-
doesn't play.
We got to
So,
get this guy up here. At least on my screen, he's up that way. If the 3 of us could do a trio on Apex one of these days, I'd say you 3 could do it. But I know Ray don't like Apex.
Yeah,
So
I ain't playing that game.
we got to get Joe. Joe needs a win
I'll
or
do
2, and then he'll get
Well,
hyped up.
I'll tell you what
I played it. I played it once. I just
I'll tell you what I'll do.
Can do that.
Can't do it.
I'll jump out the damn plane, bus, hot air balloon, whatever the fuck it is. I'll land with you guys. I'll die, and then I'll watch y'all win.
And we'll
I'll
revive
die.
you. So what's funny, Kush, about this
saying.
is like I suck at Call of Duty. I suck at Fortnite. The one fucking game I'm actually halfway decent at. I'm over here getting wins and doing all right. I'm like, Joe, Adam, come play Apex. And they're like, man, this game fucking sucks. Joe actually said that Apex was too slow paced. I'm sliding down a mountain
I thought it
going
was
100
fast.
miles an
Well,
hour.
the gameplay's fast. What I don't like as a console
Yeah.
player is the fucking loot. The loot system is terrible on console.
Ooh, I don't
Yeah,
know.
It
I
is.
mean,
on
it is
console,
terrible.
It is.
You have
I've
to
s-
scroll through everything with a mouse, man. It's like you're
Yeah.
done. You're gone. Console is, and then also in console you have to hit R2, and while you're holding R2, you have to hit whatever other button it is to heal up. Dude, it's fucking confusing, and that's why I didn't like it.
Yeah, I could see it being a pain in the ass on console.
They fucked up the whole system when it comes to looting and healing. If they would just put a key on for R1 to heal or whatever,
Right.
it'd be perfect, man. I would then jump back in there, but you have to take too much brain power to hold the sticks and the X and the R1 to fucking heal and do all this other shit. And by the time you're doing that, you done got shot 19,000 times and they fucked you up. So
Yeah, it sucks sometimes watching console players trying to loot, it's just like the cursor goes.
oh yeah, dude,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
terrible, man. That's the first
Like,
thing me and Adam said. I
no.
was like, dude, this is terrible. This is way too slow to try and loot. I mean, a lot of guys when they're looting, like I've seen you loot plenty of times, man. You're moving back and forth with your keys, and it's
Yeah.
and you're done. You're out. And
Exactly.
Shit, that's
for
how I
us-
am when I get up on the Call of Duty with you guys.
Yeah.
Even though it's more simpler of a system, I'm still. Wait a minute.
I'm down
still
with
in
some
this
Call
damn
of Duty.
backpack?
How'd I got this backpack? It's a
I
big
heard-
ass backpack.
You guys should see looting in that game Escape of from Tarkov. Oh my gosh, the looting in that is insane.
Is it terrible or is it good?
Oh, it's like super slow. You have to like rifle through all their pockets and.
You play any
I downloaded
Battlefield?
a game. What's that? I downloaded a game everybody's talking about.
I played some Battlefield. A little bit of Battlefield. Not much.
What's
Dauntless?
Dauntless. Or
Dauntless.
Yeah, you ever see that?
Is that on PC or PlayStation?
It's I don't know. It's on PlayStation for sure, but it might be on PC.
PC too, yeah.
But it's weird.
It's like a Monster Hunter type game, right?
Yeah, and it has the same hub system as like Destiny and shit.
Oh, okay.
You get up in a hub system and then you just go out and just beat the shit out of monsters, man. It looks fun.
Ray, I got a game for you, buddy.
Resogun.
No, bro. You ain't gonna believe.
Electronauts.
I ain't playing that dumbass mobile dragon game, Yobby.
Motherfucker, if you don't listen, you ain't never gonna guess what's coming out in 2019, son.
Hold on.
And 2019's right now.
Boom.
Motherfucking Castle Crashers remastered.
No, it ain't.
Yes,
no,
it is.
it ain't, son.
Look it up, son.
I'm gonna look it for the PlayStation though.
21. Look it up.
They already remastered it for the Xbox.
2019, they're coming out in the PS4, and we gonna beat its ass again.
Hey, real quick, Joe. Two things. One, I gotta run. I gotta speak about because I told him I would, and I had definitely been meaning to for quite some time. So I did a review on Angry Birds VR. It's a little bit of a shift from the topics we've been talking about, but Rovio and oh man, hold on a second, because Angry Birds.
Hey, while he's doing that real quick, hey Kush, the website thing. Do you guys have anybody in your circle that does websites?
We don't. I think we might have some people in like the whole crew of things that might know. We haven't really asked yet. We honestly had that meeting and it went on for like 2 hours and we had to call it and we haven't gotten to do the second half of the meeting yet. So
I'm not gonna volunteer him or whatever, but if you have questions, let Kevin know. He does I have my gaming website, Team Mark Gaming, that I started, and I did a lot of work with a buddy of mine in Maryland, Zach. We built my website, and he taught me a bunch of stuff. And then Kevin ended up building the Backlog Podcast.com.
Okay.
And he knows a lot about it on that aspect because he used a different I forgot what you call it, Kevin. What did you use? The
WordPress. We use WordPress with the.
Well, it's WordPress, but you used a different
template.
A template. The template I used for my website was totally different, and mine was easier to use, but Kevin's had more options, you could say.
A lot of power with the template we use. The template, I can say it too, because it's called Themify, and I work with my buddy Andy. Helped us out, helping us get started, and I didn't build it. He put it together, or at least applied the template and let me run with it. But I can.
The one on mine was a lot more user friendly. Like you could really go in there and point, click, drag, drop, change fonts, change this, all that.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was pretty easy.
But because Ray was on my website uploading videos and doing that stuff. But when I got with Kevin, we started changing some stuff around. He redid the thing on mine. I'm just like, fuck, dude, this is way above my head now.
Mm-hmm.
But just if you have any questions, we'll at least be able to shed some light.
Cool.
And I was going to reach out to you guys. I not that I want to wear myself too thin, but I don't mind doing stingers and images and stuff like that. If you ever need any, animations and stuff for the.
You do graphics and stuff.
Yeah. So
cool.
It's easier if you already have a graphic that I could just throw it in something and make something cool. But
he can make it's lit look like it's really lit, son.
That's right.
Okay.
So and I've been practicing a lot of that. So I have some templates and things that shouldn't be too much work. So the boys and girls from LeakySquad, if you're listening and you're repping the LeakySquad, just hit me up, the Backlog, and let me know what you're thinking, and I'll be honest with you. If it's something that's going to take me too long, I'll let you know. But if it's simple and I don't mind doing it, it doesn't have to be simple. Like the logo doesn't have to be simple or nothing. But I can't be taking 10 hours. But I want to extend it to you guys. You guys have been so awesome to us. Just in the short time we've known you, that you deserve it, and I love what you guys are putting together. Like you were saying with the network thing, Joe and I have been talking. I mean, I literally have been chewing some people's ear off. They don't even reply to me anymore, but I'm like, dude, we got to get this network going. We got to get this network going. And
Yeah,
we're all
seriously.
about it. Look, I don't have boobs. I mean, not real ones. And, you know, I'm, you know.
You got fake boobs?
I'm
You got
fitting into
those
Joe's shirt,
titties.
though.
You got some surgery, son?
fitting
Man,
into
I
Joe's
left my
shirt.
shirt there, and now the motherfucker's stretched out.
That's right. Because look at that. Look at those guns. But
He's Superman. I'm gonna be Stretch Man.
Stretch man.
so, but it's all about. I'm a huge like. I would never ever. And I told Joe this. I don't ever want to do this alone. Right? Even if someone came to me and said, "Look, we'll pay you a ton of money to come out here and do this thing," I don't. I love doing this with Joe. I love the fact that Ray wants to be a part of this. I love even if it's once a month doing something with you guys or every day. I don't. It's just. I'm all about meeting people. When I was in college, I would walk into a party, I didn't know a single person, and I would leave with people I could talk to for, the rest of the time I was in college. And, you know, I wouldn't even know Joe if it wasn't for, me getting off my ass and walking into a party where I didn't know anybody. And all my wife had to say was, come to this party. My friend Leanne's husband likes video games. And I was like,
That's
Sold.
it.
Here I
All right.
come.
Sold.
and Ray, that's funny because that's when he was playing that Battleborn game with you, and that's all he could fucking talk about was Battleborn that one day. And
it only took him about a week to hate the damn game.
I know,
And
'cause
then
now
it
he's
was
saying
like,
he never
yeah.
did it.
No, now fuck that. I played
Yeah.
Battleborn with. I hated the game the first day I fucking installed it. Let's get the story straight. But I played that game every damn day you guys were on, and I'm sitting there bitching. But I know you guys like it, so I was like, fuck it, I'll play it. You guys get 19,
we were
20
shit-
damn kills.
we
I'm
were
over here with
shitting on 'em.
3. Thought I was big shit. But no, man,
Yeah.
it is cool, though, to see the networking work out for you guys, because, I mean,
yeah, it's awesome. So,
at least you got the more people you get, the better it is. Like you got you and your brother, Acid's helping out a lot. There's a bunch more guys.
Yeah, we
me and
got
Kevin,
Acid, we got
Kevin, we got
Wiley.
Ray now, so he gonna start doing some shit. And
but the other thing I noticed
look at
about
that
your
pretty
streams,
face, boy. All you gotta do is smile, son.
look at this
Shit.
guy. The
Now,
thing about
listen.
your streams, though, Kush, is that you guys are all there together,
Yeah.
helping each other out. But you're also you see new people pop in, and you're conversing with them, you're talking with them, you're active with them. And so while it's just you playing Apex, it's a community. People who are new to it, who's this guy? They pop in or whatever. I notice how interactive you are with them, and same with your brother, and even Tux and some of these other guys I've watched. Acid doesn't have his camera going yet, or he might have by now, but even he's over there like helping people out. It's just really awesome, and
Yeah, it
something
is.
Joe and I are excited to be a part of. It's cool.
I mean, if I didn't have this, like where I work at right now, I can't have my phone in the building. It's a secure building, so
Okay.
I work 10 hours a day, and
Yeah,
it's an
yeah.
hour drive each way. So I'm gone 12 hours. So if I had my phone at work, man, it'd be a fucking
Yeah.
blast. I'd be on Discord all day bullshitting with people, man. But
Mhm.
I try to get in there and talk to guys when they pop in and out, and talk about welcome to LeakySquad. I try and get in there and
Yeah.
hey, welcome, and hey, what's up? But dude, it's so hard. But
Oh, I
at
know.
least
I know.
you guys have that
Hard
ability.
for me. It's getting even harder for me now. So many people,
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least you have the ability to pull out
Yeah.
your phone at any given time. Like, hell yeah, we got another guy. Welcome to Leaky.
Yeah.
Even if it's just welcome to LeakySquad. I mean,
Right.
when I joined, I got that, and I was like, holy shit! And it wasn't an auto. It wasn't an auto type.
No,
It was actually you
Yeah.
and your brother typing that shit out, and I was like, oh shit, okay.
yeah.
And you guys do that every time, so it's
Yeah.
Yep.
it's awesome, to see that.
So before I jump into the Angry Bird stuff, I want to ask, and so everyone can find out, where can they go to reach the Leaky Squad? How can they get a hold of you? What if they want to join? What can people do?
I think the easiest way to get there is to check out us on Twitch, either KushyNugs, KushyNugs, or LeakyCrawfish, LeakyCrawfish.
Okay.
And then if you look underneath where the stream would be, there's a banner that says Leaky Squad. You just click that banner, and it'll bring you right to the Discord.
That's
Yeah.
perfect. I'm going to make a suggestion for you, and I got Joe to do this last week when he was here. Check out bio.fm.
hell yeah, you need to check that out. That's legit.
Yeah, so basically, because Instagram, you only get one link, right?
Okay.
These companies or these sites have popped up, like Linktree, and you'll see a couple of them. Sorry about the dog in the background, guys. I don't know if you can hear it.
It's all
But,
good.
so anyways, BioFM allows you to build a it's basically a bookmark. It's a little bit more prettier than Linktree. Linktree is literally just like line after line of some links. But BioFM, you can like import your Discord, and it actually has some integrations.
It's bio.fm.
Yeah, bio.fm, and then you can do like bio.fm/LeakySquad, and you can tell people go there. When they go there, you get 3 panels for free, and those panels can have up to 5 links on each of them, or you can have just a straight join me on Discord or join me on YouTube button, and it's really helpful, especially in this day and age where getting people to go to your website and browse around is near impossible. People they just want to double tap a picture. They don't want to go anywhere. So that's like the fastest way.
I mean, for instance, like he's saying, if you go to bio.fm/LeakySquad, you'll pull that up and it'll have your Twitch account. It'll have your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook. What else is there? Can you put Discord on there?
You can put Discord on there. Yep.
Discord. I mean, all the big social medias you want to go to, and it's all right there. Click a button, boom, you go straight to it. I mean, it is pretty badass. So instead of saying go to my Twitter page, this, go to Facebook, this, go to this, you just like go to bio.fm/LeakyCrawfish. That's all of our stuff.
Yeah.
You can do a bio about your, or not a bio, but like a introduction about yourself and what y'all do.
Yep.
And you just put your information down there, and that's it. It's just icons. Like it'll be your Twitch icon, your whatever your website icon is, and then
Facebook, Instagram,
Facebook, whatever your icon is for that, or your profile picture or whatever it is for that certain social media site, and that's it.
We'll tweet out your stuff too and Instagram it, so that way if anyone's listening to the podcast, they'll be able. And I'll put it in the show notes as well.
Okay, cool.
So, Joe, don't let me forget without talking about the leave a message thing and our
Hell yeah.
What's it called?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Special thing we got going on. But real quick, I'm going to run through this so I can snip it, send it over to Resolution Games and those folks, because I got a copy of Angry Birds VR. It's called Isle of Pigs. And I know I've talked about this with some people, and they kind of roll their eyes. Oh, Angry Birds VR, geez. When you play VR and get into the VR system, there's a lot of games, just kind of like the Wii, when the Wii came out. And there's so many shit games. And Ray, now that you got the VR, and Joe, you'll see them. A lot of them are free or $2 or $3, like Dying Reborn. It'll keep popping up $1.99. Don't buy it. Then there's a lot of games.
Live my life, son.
Hey, well, go ahead, buy Dying Reborn. But then there's games that are $3, $4, or they go on sale for $1 or $2, and it's like they're actually damn good for $1 or $2. It's nuts. And so when you hear Angry Birds is coming to VR, it sounds almost like a gimmick, because a lot of these games that you hear about, like Spider-Man Homecoming Experience, right? You're like, oh fuck, Spider-Man's coming to VR, and then you get in there and it's like, this is not really anything good. It's not worth it.
Well, that's why it's free, son.
Yeah, well then
free, son.
NBA experience, the NBA All-Star. Yeah, the NBA All-Star experience is like $20, and it's not worth $5. It's a waste of time to play. So I was really skeptical, but I love VR, and I love seeing a big name like Angry Birds jump in. But then you also remember, Angry Birds is free almost anywhere you go. But they're a real brand. I mean, they were the Fortnite of their time. They were everywhere. And so in my review, I talk about that and how, 10 years ago was when Angry Birds hit the scene. And I mean, just a couple years later, when my son was born, you couldn't go anywhere without it. That's the first game he ever played in his life. I put a tablet
on the iPad, son.
Yep, put an iPad or a tablet right in his crib, and eventually he figured out that if you do this, you slingshot. And I mean, he played it for years, and so he loved it. The Bad Piggies, all that stuff, all the different games that came out.
Star Wars, Angry Birds, everything, man. That was crazy.
And my kid knows Star Wars through Angry Birds, so when you put on Star Wars... Yeah.
Oh, that movie was badass.
It was good, and they're coming out with part 2 of the movie, and then they're coming out with part 2, the movie VR, right?
Wow.
And so the only negative I have to say, honestly, because I'm a fan of playing Angry Birds, on my phone when I'm bored or whatever, is that it wasn't long enough. There's 3 levels, and in each level, I think there's like 10 sub-levels or whatever. So, I mean, in an hour and a half, I trucked through this thing and beat the whole thing. I didn't sit there, and because I was just trying to play through it, I didn't sit there and try to get the high score, 3 stars on every level.
Secret eggs and all that shit?
Yeah, I wasn't doing all that, but the way this game works is you're literally using a slingshot. And so the further you pull back, the harder it goes.
Wow.
It's really well done in the fact that it does
It's
like
pretty neat.
the sound effects too. It's like, the further you pull back, so you actually feel resistance in your head even though there's none because of the sound. And after a little while, you start to forget that you're really not pulling nothing back. And so the ease of getting into it is really simple. It's you know how to play Angry Birds, you know how to play the game, you know the objective. But you can look and you can lean and look around objects, and you can also change position. In some of the levels, you can go up high or down low, and you can get different perspectives, almost like if you're playing Jenga and you walk around the block of the tower to see what the best angle is. And you have to do that to get the higher scores, because if you don't change angles, you can't hit the block you need to tumble the structure in the right way. So you have to use the tools in front of you, the VR aspect. You have to look around the objects and find, and you can actually lean and use your slingshot farther from your body and get a different angle than if you're doing it like this. So the VR aspect is important enough to say this is so different from a regular standard Angry Birds game, and it's only $15 base price.
Right.
So it's not a super long game, but the replayability is high. If you find yourself going back into like a Angry Birds on your phone just to play it, you could do the same thing here. I don't know if it's still on sale.
I
but
never played any Angry Birds games.
Really?
I never
Dude,
played one Angry Birds game.
They're fun as fuck.
Yeah, and this one went
Coming
down
from
a
the guy
while.
that said that little Jim Dragon game is fun. Get out of here.
What Jim Dragon game? Huh?
I don't know, whatever Jim game you try to get me at, I'm trying to play a damn game where you pop
game
the
is-
same color gems and then they shoots up the things to the little monsters up above.
Bro, I don't know what the hell you
Agent
about.
Empires and Puzzles or something.
Son, I'm playing that game right now. Game
Yeah,
right now.
something stupid.
You stupid. Adam playing the shit out of it.
So,
Hey, man, 2/3 of the team's playing it. You ain't no damn team player.
oh shit, I ain't playing that shit. So,
Well, fuck you, too.
as if you watch the show or the podcast, you know that we adopted a man named the Partisan Spy. Kush, he's a little weird, right? This guy uses a voice changer. He won't tell us who he is, but he's writing reviews that are absolutely insane. They're on our website, thebacklogpod.com, and his reviews are legit. Every game he plays
They
that
are.
he reviews,
I give him that.
25 hours minimum. And
Minimum. No
he
matter what
logs,
game it is.
He logs and streams every hour of his review so that you can go back and watch it if you chose to and see it. And he makes it clear.
He has reviews on games he put 3 hours in and hated it. And
Yep.
continued for 22 more.
Oh my god.
Like, he even told that in the notes. Like, I couldn't get past 3 hours.
Like, he was
But
no
I'm gonna
fan
play-
of WWZ.
Yeah.
Like, he was like,
But
I
I'm
fucking
going to play
hated this
22
game.
more hours of this game so I can stick to my 25-hour stream. I'm like, dude, no way. We
Yeah,
got
so-
33 minutes into Anthem, and I threw that motherfucker in the trash.
And the trash.
So, with Spy's, with his reviews, he's got a setup that I found to be very strong, and I think it's a kind of a newer way. It's just an adaptation and a better way of doing some reviews, because you could have someone who does a review on a game, but they never really like that style of game. If they hate Angry Birds and they're reviewing Angry Birds, you're going to get probably a negative review. And so he goes at it that way. I try to adapt that because I ain't playing in 25 hours of every single game I play. I don't have the time.
Nope.
We're dads. We got a lot of shit going on. So what I did with my review and all the reviews I'm going to do going forward is kind of use this style. If I do play a game 2,500 hours or whatever, I'll work that into the review. But
2,500? God damn, son.
I'm
What
s-
you
hey,
gonna write a
25
review on?
2,500 hours.
to 100. But my point is, I have 5 categories
Damn.
that assess my review, and they don't all necessarily have their
Only
own same.
only game that allows you to play 2,500 hours, Resogun. Get up off me.
Red
Hey. I don't know, man. World of Warcraft, we put some time into that back in the day.
Yeah, that was
But-
the marriage.
Yeah,
This
seriously.
motherfucker said Rezo Gun. Put 2,500 hours in Rezo Gun.
Hey, look, I'll fuck around, son. You
I
fuck around
guarantee
and get
you-
smoked.
I guarantee you got 300 or 400. No shit in Rezo
Yeah.
Gun.
Yeah, it's probably quite a bit, man. Yeah, that. and Castle
Rezo
Crashers
Gun,
would be
Kush.
next
I
one.
don't know if you've ever heard of it.
It's stupid.
It's
just
it's
an
it's
addicting,
a round
stupid
world.
game.
You can go up and down, left and right. That's it. And you just fly in a circle, and you're a ship, and you got to destroy all this
It's
alien
like a space
shit.
shooter. It's like a space shooter, but you can only go.
Hey, it's
you
hard
know.
as fuck though. Don't get it twisted now.
It's addicting, but
And then when both of us get on there, we got 2 different ships shooting different
shit.
ways.
Speaking of hours on games, I didn't mean to interrupt Kevin there, but how many hours we put into this damn DLC, son?
Which one?
This Borderlands DLC.
I want to get to that.
I mean, there's fucking 6 of them.
The new 2, the Borderlands 2. But let me finish this up real quick. Because we're almost done, and I want to clip this for him. So, all right, I'm putting it on the screen just so we can. I'm gonna cover my face. So, anyways, there's 5 categories. I got 5 categories that I'm doing my reviews by, and it starts with price point, difficulty, controls and gameplay, and then replay factor and grind factor. So difficulty may not bring the score up or down. These are all reviews are relative, and I think that's important to point out. So I just look at all these things, and at the end of the day, it's how I feel, right, when I'm playing this game. So price point, $15. If I were paying $15 for this, I think that's an absolutely fair price. This would not impact my score negatively in any way, shape, or form. I think if you start to go up from that, I think they nailed the price point pretty good right here. If that was $25 or $30, I would say that's probably a little bit too much. Now, it went on sale for $10, and I'd say $10 is the mega price point right there. It's worth $10, right? We want these people to continue making games, and so if everyone expects free, then there's no ads in this game, right? So we can't expect free. And I think $15 or $10 is a really good price point. Anything cheaper, you got to get it. Even if it's just an hour long. We pay more for that for a movie, and usually these movies suck. So difficulty, in this particular game does not play a big factor, because I think this is like a social type of game where, if you have a party or a lot of people over, you're going to want to, get people to play it. And so you can throw your kid on it. My son played this game for a couple hours, and you could also play the game. So the ease of access and the difficulty does not bring it down, but I think it's an easy game to play and easy to get into. Not too easy to that it's not fun, but easy enough. From a controls,
Angry Birds. We're still talking about Angry Birds.
Yep, Angry Birds. Yeah. So for the controls were intuitive, very easy to use, and if you know how to use the Move controllers on the VR, it literally is just like you see a slingshot, you reach down to pick it up, and the rest is history. You know how to use Angry Birds and fling them. So I'd say that's a pretty high score of 80. Obviously, with VR, there are some perception issues or whatever, where sometimes the slingshot feels like it's 10 feet away for a split second and snaps back. A lot of that has to do with lighting and local issues, but that brings that number down to 80 rather than being like a solid 100. And then gameplay. Gameplay was really strong. It's for what it's worth, it's an Angry Birds game. The gameplay was what I expected. It was so crisp and clean looking that, I was surprised. A lot of times you get into these VR headsets and some of the games are blurry. This one was not. It was crisp and clean. The audio was good. Everything worked. Replayability factor is up there. I mean, I don't see myself playing this over top of other games, but I'll be sure to put, next time Joe comes over, I'm putting on the Angry Birds and making sure he can, get in there and play it. And anytime people come over, this will be one of the top games I put in front of people to show them what VR is all about. And as far as grind factor, I think that could bring a game down if it felt like it's just, oh man, I don't want to keep doing this to get to the next level or whatever. This has none of that. It's just a puzzle game. If you don't like that style of game, the game isn't for you. But from a grind factor, there is none. There's no grinding. It's just trying to get past a level. And so my final score here is an 88. I think that's pretty strong for this game. It's hard to put an 88 next to this and say, oh, it's almost as good as God of War, and we talk about this quite a bit.
Easy.
But my point is, you have to take
down now. Send me down.
That's my point.
21.
Everything's relative, and in this aspect, this is an 88 for a VR game, a $10 to $15 price point, and it really hits it home. I think it's worth every penny. And if you're watching this and you have any questions about it, feel free to reach out. Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. You can hit us up at bio.fm/thebacklogpod. We'll get back to you about it. And I really appreciate the team over there getting me a review copy of that to play and try. So that's my review of Angry Birds. I'm going to throw out a couple of words because we talked about it and I have it here. Then I'm going to go silent for a minute. Some games coming out. Fallen Order, the new Star Wars game's coming out soon, within the next year. Looks phenomenal. Death Stranding looks ridiculous.
Oh yeah, I've
that's
seen some
getting,
videos on that. That game looks ridiculous.
That's getting a lot of attention. Outer Worlds, which is the same people who made, I want to say, what the fuck is the name of the game? The Bethesda game. No, the
Fallout.
Fallout. Yeah,
Fallout.
The team that came up with the Fallout concept, they went on to do their own studio or whatever. They built a game called Outer Worlds, and that's coming out soon. And it has the same feel as a Fallout game, but it's done by a different group of people, or by the same people in a different company. So check that one out. That one's getting some good attention. Mario Maker 2, Joe, we love that.
Dude,
Zelda.
I got a girl.
That's already out, right?
No, comes out in I think it comes out in a couple.
So what came out for the Switch? Just a regular Mario Maker popped up? Something released for the Switch. There's a Mario Maker for the Switch.
Maybe it did release. Maybe it released on the 16th. It might have released on the 16th.
No, this was a while ago. So maybe they just.
that's
Oh
not
no,
out yet,
this one's coming out this month though. And Vivian up at
6/28 next week.
So maybe they just brought out later on Maker for the Switch.
Yeah,
Because initially they didn't have it. Yeah.
So you saw
that.
that.
I see what you're saying.
You saw Zelda is getting a part 2.
Oh
right?
yes.
Boy, I'm about to put the hours on them sticks.
And then we got obviously
I'm taking
Borderlands
leave
3.
for that one.
We got Gears of War 5 has been announced. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, Joe, that's another one. Cyberpunk
Boo, though.
2077.
Yeah, fuck that
Fucking
shit.
boo.
God damn it.
Now,
How you gonna have the entire franchise on fucking PS4 and be like, nah, fuck that, we going to the Switch?
which one's that?
Ultimate
Marvel Ultimate
Alliance.
Alliance 3.
Oh, they're only
It's
doing
only-
Switch?
Only
It's
Switch, bro.
I didn't see that.
They paid so much money, I guarantee you, to say, hey, we want exclusive rights to this game. And Sony and Microsoft was like, all right, give us the cheddar, son.
Peace.
But they got that Marvel Avengers game coming out.
That game looks badass, though.
That was next
a
on
lot
my
of people
list.
a lot of people talking shit about that one because it don't look like them or whatever. Man, get the fuck out of here, man! It's a
They
video
don't
game.
have to.
dude.
That looks good.
It's
That game looks sick.
It's cartoony. You mean to
Man,
tell me that
video
any of the
game.
characters look like the fucking characters in Ultimate Alliance? No, they're all cartoonish.
So
It could be fucking Lego Spider-Man. I don't give a shit.
your game was Borderlands. My game was Dying
Yeah.
Light. When you were playing Borderlands 2, I was playing the fuck out of Dying Light. That game was incredible. In my opinion, it was the parkour zombie game where it'd go dark and you'd have zombie hordes coming at you.
Ain't got time for that shit, son.
Dying Light 2's coming out.
My son loved that shit.
Yeah, and I got to give that company a shot. Like, just what they did with that game. When everyone else at the same time was trying to pump out DLC and paid content, this company was like, you know what? Our game's been out for a year, and we just, over the past year, we revamped the whole entire engine, and we're going to give you a free HD release of the game. They went back and added levels, cars, all sorts of things. That game is still active today. It's been out for 7 years or 6 years or something crazy. And I got to say, Dying Light 2 is something that's going to be on my radar. When it comes out, I'll buy it.
And that's the same thing I want to say about Gearbox too, though, man.
Yep. They keep going, man.
They brought back Borderlands 1 and did a remaster of it, added the golden keys and all that shit, which was cool. But they also did a HD upgrade for Borderlands 2, and they gave it free this month to everybody, and they gave them the free DLC. And if you look at the DLC dates, it's only for a limited time, and then they're going to start making money off of it.
Well, that's awesome.
So-
Get in while it's hot. Got a couple more, and
That's
then I'm
because I'm sorry, Kevin. That's because the DLC is free to anybody who owns the game.
Yeah,
So they made the game free
smart.
for the rest of this month.
yeah.
That's super smart.
Well, like I said, though, there's going to be enough people out there that's like, fuck, man, my buddies has been playing it. I want to go play it. Oh, now it's $20.
Yep, and they'll
Yeah.
make their money.
They're-
But you know what? Hats off to them. Gearbox is a great company, man. They're putting out good products. All right, couple more. We got Halo Infinite, Skull and Bones, Last of Us 2, and then the long-awaited Dreams. I'm sure I'm missing about 30 or 40 other games, but we got a lot to talk about over the coming months. And I know you said there wasn't a whole lot on your agenda, Joe, but looks like there is. I mean, there's a couple of games here I know you're going to play. And Kush,
Oh, for
any
sure.
of these games spark your interest?
Definitely Borderlands. I'm definitely hype about that.
My man.
Hey, we got our third, Ray.
Yeah. Now he gotta get that PS4 first.
Well, yeah, I do.
I'll send him one.
I could get on
Purple or blue or mountain marshmallow.
I don't know if it's cross-platform. They haven't been.
I'm not for sure either.
Yeah.
That'd be the shit if it was.
I think they said they were
that'd
trying
be
to get cross-platform. I think they said they were trying to.
That'd be pretty dope.
You
It'd
mean
be
to tell me
sick.
these fucking things moved the whole time? I didn't even know. Shit, son.
So sorry, Kush, to cut you off. Keep going.
It's all right. What was that Marvel game you were talking about? Not the one for the Switch, but the other one.
It's called Marvel Avengers. Yeah.
Marvel Avengers. That
Yeah,
sounds
That game looks
It
badass.
seems like it
man.
has the same concepts as the Ultimate Alliance. Like it's just an action game. You can get
okay.
in there with like 3 to 4 people and just go in there and shit on things. But
Have you ever played Ultimate Alliance? Man, those games.
It's a lot of
God,
fun.
how many hours did we put in those games, Ray?
man,
I mean, we've beaten all of them.
a lot.
I think there's 3 or 4, and me and you and Adam is destroyed.
No, there's just 2.
Is there
Just
2?
2. 1 and 2. That's why 3 is coming out.
I thought there was like a one before that.
No,
Before
there's just
Ultimate-
1 and there's just 1 and 2.
Damn. Anyway, we
I
played
don't know.
the
I
shit
could
out-
be wrong.
And that-
maybe not.
that-
But yeah,
You know why? Because didn't they come out with Lego versions of the same game or something like that?
probably.
Lego Marvel Superheroes.
shit,
I
my
platinumed
bad.
that
I
game
was-
by the
I was thinking about X-Men, dude. My bad. X-Men
That's right.
Legends came out in the
Yeah.
same time Ultimate Alliance came out, and my bad. You're right. There's only 2 of them, but they're definitely worth playing, man. They're fun.
Yeah, Last of Us 2 just hatched, man. and That Last of Us 2 is gonna be sick as fuck.
Yeah,
Sorry, we haven't been
Last of
looking
Us
at the
is pretty
Twitch. I'm new to this whole streaming thing, so sorry, Acid and Just Watch. Trying to keep an eye on the chat, but Kush, you forgot to mention Acid earlier, and
Yes.
he's
Oh.
pissed.
No. I mentioned Acid. I was gonna
I'm
mention a thing, but also we do have a Twitter for the Leaky Squad. It's at LeakySquad. LeakySquad. I did forget to mention that. I totally slipped my mind. But yeah, we've been working on that also, trying to, get some people in there. The Discord's in there. Everything you need to know is in there as well. Of course, big shout out to Acid at VACIID on Twitch. He's the man. You will not be disappointed if you follow that guy. I promise you.
He's fun to watch. man.
Promise.
The dude can play some hell out of some Rocket League, though, for real.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
sickening watching that dude play Rocket. You ever played Rocket League, Ray?
yeah.
Dude, it's fucking stupid, like legit.
My boy Nick,
I
man,
seen-
he's been trying. He got into Leaky Squad already, and he joined up on the channel. And I think I don't know. He just bought a PlayStation
Okay.
for the VR, Joe. I got 3 people to buy a VR in the matter of a week or two. You 3, you 2, and Nick. But I don't know if I got Ray to buy the VR, but I can take credit somehow. And but yeah, so anyone from Leaky Squad watching, Nick, my buddy Nick is out there, and he's looking for people to play with. He's trying to get me, but he don't want to play with me. I suck at that game. But I know a lot of
Oh,
the
yeah,
I did my.
good
Squad.
I told
We got some
everybody
good
on.
players.
I told everybody in the Leaky Squad in Discord, thanks for coming and helping me out with the stream and reaching that affiliate. I want to say it again since maybe everyone will watch it or see it, but I do appreciate it. I mean, obviously, I don't think I would have reached that milestone due to the fact that it was fucking hard trying to stream. Because, I was streaming for weeks, and I was averaging 2.3 is the highest I got. And I was just at that wall.
Yeah.
And Leaky Squad got me up there, man. And I'm already at 4, so I appreciate that. That's awesome. But
Yeah.
I see you guys
Gotcha.
doing some big shit, man, in the near
Yeah.
future.
Yeah, and if people are,
Yeah.
are wondering how to make this stuff happen, I mean, you could try doing it alone, but you can
Ain't gonna
come.
happen.
Yeah, you can come and be part of something. Do it together. It's funner that way. And I recommend people reaching out to the Leaky Squad and figuring out what they're all about. I
Yeah.
envision. I know you said kind of build out the community a little bit, simplify the Discord, which can be a little bit complicated. Build out a website, get some of that merch going and stuff. But really, I could see you guys building out something pretty strong if you have a group of people really all like-minded and willing to
Right.
put in the work, which it seems like you do. I mean,
Exactly.
Joe's got this EMAR thing going, and it's a real thing, but it's a lot of effort to take that and bring it to the next level. And so I don't think we'll ever not have Team EMAR sitting there, right? But we want to be part of the Leaky Squad too. You know what I mean? And it's you don't have to drop one brand to rep another.
Yeah,
in
of
this
course
world.
not.
until LeakySquad goes public and
until they go viral, and then we're just shit on like these fuckers. Get them out.
Like Joe, you're not allowed to be Emar anymore.
Down. They're holding us down.
Team Leaky Squad.
Team
right.
Emar Leaky. What is this?
Hey,
Leaky.
The leakiest Emar.
The
Real
Leaky
quick,
Emar.
Joe.
What the fuck?
I gotta ask you, that's a hell of a hat. You got a story
Yo,
about that
let me tell you a
hat?
story about this hat. All right, Kush, while we got a few minutes. See this nice hat?
It's a nice hat.
Got it at Topgolf for my birthday. Kevin
Oh,
bought it
okay.
for me, right? He bought
Oh,
two of
man.
them. We bought matching hats because that's what we do.
That's awesome.
I had it for
Is that
about
his?
9. This is his because I had it about 19 hours. You know where mine's sitting? In the fucking water at SeaWorld.
The funniest thing though, I got a picture.
Oh yeah, the picture is of me going over this cliff in this water ride, going like this, trying to grab my hat.
Oh,
No, but
So-
you know how at the end of the ride you can see your picture. As soon as we get off the ride, he's like, "Fuck, my hat's gone," and we go down. I'm trying to pull it up. We go down to the, he's like looking for it, and if I can find this, hopefully it'll show up on the stream because it is. We were laughing so damn hard. Where is it?
it's fun. I got a ton
So-
of hat.
So what
Here.
kind of hours? Oh, there it is. If he's got it.
Yeah, hold on. It's not a good quality or anything, but
There's my hat.
here's his hat flying off his head in the photo, and we sat there for like an hour trying to figure a way to get over there. It was like 5 feet away from us, but literally in a danger zone. You get killed, and Joe's got a guy telling him, "Get down, get down." He's like, "I'm not getting down."
Hey man, one thing I do got to do a shout out, and I don't think I've done a shout out before, to the wives, to my wife, to Kevin's wife, and obviously to Kush's wife, that's supporting us doing what
Yeah.
we like to do, because Vicky's over here playing Fortnite right now.
Yep.
But
My wife just walked through the door.
she gives me ideas. She's like, you guys need to do this, or when we stream, she'll load up my stream and she'll listen to it for about 10 minutes. I'm like, all right, well I can barely hear you, or you need to do this or this and that. So
Did she give you the idea for the shout out?
no, she has no idea. She's got her headphones on.
I'm
But
just messing.
and that's pretty cool though, because like even with the video game systems, I had them downstairs in my basement in Maryland, all spread out. And she came down one day and she's like, "Look, obviously you're not gonna get rid of the video games. I'm not gonna make you, but if we're gonna keep them, I'm gonna organize them." So she organized everything, made it all look pretty. And but yeah, man, she's real supportive of it. She knows that we're trying to do something. We're not gonna get rich, but it's something I enjoy. Something that the kids play games with me. We record stuff, and
Yep.
obviously, your wife just brought you a cookie and Kush and was like, "Here's for the stream." So obviously, she supports you for that. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and in the chat here we got Just Hatched. Actually, a guy I met on I think it's Instagram, right, Hatch? Or Twitter or something. He posted something and talking about the wives. He said, what happens in your day that you say, "Ah, damn," or something. I don't even remember exactly what it was, but long story short, I just posted a little thing about how one of the things my wife does, leaving the vacuum out or something, and we had a good laugh. And he's like, "Oh, damn, is that my wife?" And so we're in the chat here. If you're watching the chat, we're just laughing about it. But I say, yeah, sometimes my wife will leave and say, "I'm going to Ross," and she's gone for 4 or 5 hours. I'm like, maybe that's where she's going over, is this guy's house. So we're just joking around, but that's what that's all about.
That's fun.
But yeah, no, Joe, you're right, man. Crystal puts up with me doing all my stupid zany things, and I know I'm a pain in the ass when it comes to it because I don't do anything half-assed. I mean, Kush, I said I was going to build a studio, and did I get a studio, Joe?
This motherfucker owns half of Best Buy. It's dumb. He's got shit in corners that's got 3 inches of dust on it. Yeah, I bought that for like $200. I got it on a sale though. It was $350. Motherfucker, you ain't even using it. Well, yeah, because I got this other one that's better on sale for $300. It was $500, but
Hey,
I got it on a deal.
Hey,
Sounds like Mr. Mackey, bro.
you're
Hey,
reaping
play
the
salmon,
success though,
stop.
right? Your truck went home a few pounds heavier.
I got the green screen right here.
That's right.
Oh, nice.
That's my green screen.
Bullshit, motherfucker. Oh, you know what it is? I haven't PayPal.
It is until you pay me,
I
bitch.
love you.
I'm kidding. I'll drive to Kentucky to take it tonight.
Man, don't even tempt me with a good time.
Repo.
No,
right.
Repo. Wouldn't that be a bitch? Wake up, he's like, "This is my green screen, bitch." And he
I'm
just
taking the
closes it and
mouse.
walks out.
I'm taking the keyboard. No, and I do. I buy a lot of stupid shit.
Listen here. This is how ticky-tacky this motherfucker is, right? I have a Razer Black Widow fancy-ass changing colors and shit keyboard, right? Look here. Oh, look how fancy.
Oh, that's a pretty keyboard. Where'd you get that?
He spilt coffee on the keyboard. His enter button don't work. How many enter buttons is on a keyboard, Kush?
2.
If you spilt coffee on a $200 keyboard and your number pad enter key wouldn't work, would you go buy a new one or just say, fuck it, I'll use the other enter button?
Ooh, I don't know, man. I think I would buy another one.
God damn.
Yeah, what did I do? There we go.
Anyway,
God damn.
that's what he did, man. He spilled coffee and his enter button don't work. He's like,
I got the new
That was-
Corsair.
fuck it.
Yeah, that would give me an excuse to buy a more expensive one, probably.
That's what I
he
did.
just bought that one.
Yeah.
Kush over here. Kush over here.
Yeah, he's like, I think I know
Honey,
where he's coming
I gotta
from.
get a new keyboard. Spill coffee.
Honey, Kevin spilled coffee on his too. It's so crazy.
That's what happened to the headphones.
Yeah,
my,
right.
my daughter walked in. I ripped my headphones off like this, and they just snapped. And I was like, "Oh, gotta get a new headset."
Yeah,
Thanks, honey.
I just did a review not too long ago because, so I had some Turtle Beach Stealth 800s, and then I was on eBay and I saw A50s. They were like $60, and they were
Oh,
no,
wow.
you know what it was? It wasn't even eBay. It was some deal site, and it was like GameStop was selling a whole batch of them that were refurbished. But then people were
Okay.
getting them and saying, you know what? Mine's not refurbished. Mine was an unopened box. And so they had pallets of refurbished items that some of them weren't. And I ended up getting 2 of them, one for my son and one for me, Astro A50s, $299 headphones for $60
Yeah.
each.
Wow.
But they drove me nuts. So I don't think they were refurbished, but I think that they were knowingly had bad chips in them or something because they constantly go in and out. And so Joe's been talking about Lucid Sound for, the last year, and he's like, oh, these are really good headphones. And I'm like, okay, well, I mean, I know Joe well enough to know it's not a gimmick. He means it. But I ended up getting the LS41s because I couldn't go with the 31s. It's a lower number, right? I had to get the highest number they got.
Again, Kevin Lane, everybody. Give him a round of applause.
So I was able to do a game review or a headset review on 3 of, some of the best. There's definitely way better headphones, right? But at the same time, you can't, I mean, who's going to be paying more than $300 to buy headphones?
These some bad boys I use.
What you got?
They ain't even got a brand name on them, son. All right?
BX Special, $19.99.
You know what the best part is, Ray? Is you do better than me in every game we've
Sure,
played
for it.
together. So it's not
Hold
the
on.
headphones.
Those
Yeah.
headphones are so good. He hears
Hold up.
footsteps of the next game, son.
It says Dream Gear. I can
Oh,
read
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Dream Gear.
That's a level below Skull Candy.
Thanks, Ash. You take care, bud. Hey,
Oh, but hey, for real though, check this out. I forgot to tell you, Kevin.
Yeah.
Lucid Sound had they're all wireless headsets except the LS20. You got to plug them into your controller. So a lot of people were making a big fuss about how the LS31s, the 41s, the 35Xs, all those are all completely wireless. So during E3, they dropped the announcement. Now they have 3 different headsets that's wired headsets.
oh,
Because
wow.
a lot of streamers and a lot of gamers want that wired headset because there's no lag in the sound. And it's guaranteed no lag. So a lot of them were like, well, I don't want a wireless headset because I don't want that millisecond of sound to mess me up. So
You know what's
they've
funny,
dropped
Joe?
3 new wireless headsets now.
On my review, I was going to say one thing kind of bad about these headphones. And because for the first couple of days I had them, I couldn't figure out the easiest way to turn them on or off. And I'm over here holding the fucking button down. It's not turning off. And then every once in a while I'd hold the button down and it would turn off. You just got to tap it. You just got to
Do
tap
you?
it. But I'm holding it
I hold
down.
my button down. I just gotta tap my shit.
Yeah, just tap
Son,
it.
you need to fucking tell me these things.
You need to let me know.
I
You
figured
need
I
to
was
let
the
an
idiot.
affiliate know.
An affiliate, no. You ain't
figured
gonna
I
let
was
you
the
know
idiot.
shit now and keep rubbing it in.
But we're breaching 2 hours here, and I could talk all day. You guys know that.
Yeah, we
but,
gotta go.
Yeah, I gotta make dinner, man.
But yeah, my wife came
Kush,
home.
You gotta-
11-year-old.
he got to get up on that stream, son. I know he's itching.
Yeah, he's got a
Yeah,
stream.
he's like,
Let me throw a quick shout out
Oh,
here.
throw as many as you want,
ahead.
man. You can talk for 10 minutes if you want to.
All right, I just
For
want
real.
to give a big shout out to the whole squad. You
Hell
guys
yeah.
are family. Shout out to all the mods. We got Wiley, Drose, we got Tux, we got Sal Loken, and then of course Acid, LeakyCrawfish, and myself. We're doing way better than I thought we ever would. This is awesome. Also, so happy that your dad's doing all right.
Oh, yeah.
Joe.
Oh, yeah.
man.
It's awesome, man.
I appreciate it.
Everybody was so glad to hear that. Even my girl was like, "Oh, is your friend's dad all right?" I'm like, "Yeah, he's all right." So
Yeah,
I'm
man,
glad he's doing okay.
It sucks, man, because, thinking back, I was gone 15 years.
Right.
So, like, I was in the Air Force 15 years. So, like, there'd been numerous times he had been sick or he had gotten hurt, and I just couldn't come home, So, I, like, had to talk to him over the phone and all that. And no shit, man, the month before I got out, he got cancer. So it's like, fuck, man, I'm going home just to watch my dad die. So it's like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? So it kind of sucks. I kind of wish I wouldn't have joined the military because I'd have got those 15 years with him. But at the same time, man, it's the town, where I live in now, it's not as bad. But when we were growing up in high school and stuff, dude, it was rough. And there's no jobs here at all. So, and obviously, I mean, I'm not a dumb guy, but I don't like school. I mean, I ended up going to the Air Force and getting a college degree anyway, but I really enjoyed my 15 years. Ray knows I'd have done 30 if they'd have let me. I mean, it's all I wanted to do.
I had to pull your ass out, man. I had to tell you.
Yeah, dude. That's all I wanted to do, man. I fucking loved it.
Well, dude, he's raised a good man.
It's not for everybody, man. I mean, Ray's been in for...
I fucking hate it.
You've been in, what, 14 or 15?
15.
Ray's been in 15. He's only got 5 years left, and I've served... Shit, well, including times I've known him at, 10 years or more. We were stationed together for 7, probably 11 or 12 years, whatever it is. But it kind of sucks. I had the rug pulled out from under my feet. And the month I got out was October 1st. They changed the regulation. I could have stayed in, done my 20, and retired. They wouldn't let me back in, so.
Joe.
I don't know.
Not to get too cheesy or anything, but with I was sitting right next to you when you got that call, and it's a tough thing for any kid. But I'll tell you right now, the truth is, being a dad of 2 kids, I think we're all dads here. He's got to be proud of you, knowing who you are.
I think so.
And,
yeah, I know he is.
He's got to be. I'm saying that. I'm not suggesting. I'm just saying. And that's what I think any of the 4 of us can hope for when we're later on in life looking down at our kids and saying you're proud of. That's what we're here for, right?
Yeah.
And so you're a good dude. I'm glad to have met you and be doing all this shit with you because it's important to make the people who made us proud, right? So
that's right.
But I appreciate you bringing that up, Kush, because yeah, man, it's a tough thing. But Joe's a strong man, and his dad's a strong man too. I mean, shit.
Yeah,
I told him he's gonna be here for a little bit.
Dude. He had freaking brain surgery on 2.
Hey, he killed a man. He killed a man.
He probably did, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He did shoot at a dude a couple times.
Hey, that dude disappeared too. He's gone.
Hey, man, true story though. I'll tell it at another podcast. But somebody was fucking around the house one day. My dad pulled out a gun, shot in the direction of where the rocks were. Woke up the next morning. There was a random ass car down the street with nobody in it.
Oh shit.
That's all I'm saying. That motherfucker either dead or he got the fuck out of Dodge and did not come back for his car and reported it stolen. But yeah, Kush, appreciate it, man. I bring that up, but yeah, man, it's good to go.
We gotta say one thing lastly is and we probably won't get too many here in this part of it, but we do have we're going to extend it out a week or 2 because I want to make sure we give it proper time next week. Box VR is a game we got from the Fit XR people to give away. We have a copy to give away. And we have a system. It's in the show notes, and I also tweet it out, and you can check it out. But basically, there's a link you can go to from your phone or from your computer, wherever, and you can leave a message, and it comes straight to us, Joe and I's and Ray's podcast account, and we get the well, we haven't gotten one yet, right? So we have no submissions, but we're just looking to grow our Twitter and our Instagram. So you gotta like those things and or follow us or whatever, and then leave us a message. I suggest, a little bit of, what is it? Can you give us
a little bit of something? Yeah.
Yeah, so something like that, something we can play. Because it's all about having some fun, right? So if we get something funny or good, but if the only person that submits it says, "Hey, fuck you guys," then if you follow the rules,
he's gonna get a box VR game.
Yeah, and we also, if we get a couple submissions, we'll do second place $10.
He ain't even got a VR, but he'll get the same game.
He's gonna get a box VR game and a bag of shit.
Now, if you don't have VR, and you win, we'll do a $10 gift card to any of the stores, Steam, Epic,
nice.
Wherever. So we want to do stuff like that as we start to grow and get more viewers and things. So I think we tried this a while back with a trap contest with Fortnite. We didn't get any submissions, but hell of a lot of random bots joined our Twitter account saying, retweeting the word reward or free gift or whatever. So
yeah.
But yeah, we want to hear your voice. We want to hear what you have to say. Leave us a message. Anyone from the Leaky Squad can do it. I want to shout out to the Young Slug and his crew, the Slug Nation. They're on our Discord now. Fun as hell. It's probably 2 a.m. where they're at. They're over in Europe, and those guys are a lot of fun. We got Joe. Joe joined in, but I joined. So I don't even know. I mean, I try to pop around to different channels. I'm following a lot of Twitter channels and Twitch channels, and so I saw this one guy. He had 4 or 5 people watching. I pop in. His crew was pretty funny, and then all of a sudden I got gifted a sub inside his Twitch channel, and so I decided to give back a little bit and start a bit war. And I was like, if you guys win this next match, I'm giving you, I think it was like 10,000 bits. I was like, I don't know, fuck it, 1,000 bits. And I don't even know what that was, like what that equated to in dollars or anything. I just was willing to do it. I think it's like
21?
$10.
21.
And so we had a lot of fun with that. Those guys went back and forth, and then they, they ended up joining our Discord and doing some of that collaboration. That's what it's all about. So I want to just say thanks, and also to Cutscene Cutie and her crew. They're a lot of fun. She plays a lot of older retro games, and
she's playing.
I don't know if it's me or you, but Kush, I think you cut out.
I think Kush cutting out a little bit.
Is she playing right now?
Kush done left.
I said, I'm still here.
You're cutting out a little bit.
Yeah, and you frozen.
There you are.
Yep, there you go.
There he is. He's back.
Oh, sorry. She was playing Super Mario 64 last night. It was funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
she was playing like Banjo-Kazooie and all sorts of shit.
What color Nintendo 64 was it?
Oh, it's she's playing on her computer. She's got she's doing a
That's
emulator.
that watermelon purple.
Was it that watermelon purple?
That's actually something we're going to get into in the future is talking about, like, there's a huge divide between guy gaming and us doing what we do and what we love, and a girl jumping on and getting behind the camera. They have to deal with a hell of a lot of different stuff. And I mean, just being in that girl's chat room for 5 minutes, and she's got like 15 different people asking her for her toes, and she handles it really funny. She's like, well, you're asking, if I said to myself, if you only asked once, I'd give you a picture of my toes, but
toes. What?
now you asked 5 times, and I'm not going to do it for anybody ever now. You ruined it for everybody. I was going to give my toes, but you asked 5 times, and that was my rule. She's really, she's funny when she goes back and forth. So people like that, like when I see Kush and his brother interacting, I think that's what it takes. And Joe, you got to do more of that, because, man, you are a funny motherfucker. And
hey, man, I try, dude, because where I stream on
when me and Joe get on, man, it's a riot.
Man. You cut it up. You cut it up, Ray.
It's a fucking riot.
But we gotta get you streaming too. We gotta get you streaming too.
Ray, we gotta get you on the stream, dude. It'd be epic.
And Kush, you see this new Twitch thing where you can have, if you're a partner,
Squads.
you can get the panel, the squad screens.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It's badass. So I recommend that.
Yeah.
If you go to on our website, I set up, basically I embedded 2 Twitch streams, and so when Joe and I are playing together, it's doing the same thing.
Oh, that's cool.
But but yeah, so it's not too hard to do if you want to do something like that. But you have to kind of hard code who it is, unless you know more about it than I do. I'm sure it's easier, but I just threw something together. But anyways, my kids are
Hell yeah,
literally
guys.
freaking
Good
out.
episode. I like
Yeah,
it.
yeah. Hey, Joe, you can
fun.
put that giveaway in the Leaky Squad Discord. We got a giveaway promotion
Okay.
down there.
Perfect.
Oh
I'll do
yeah,
that.
that's perfect, man.
I know we went a little long, Kush, but we get on
it's
these
all good.
tangents, man. It's fun as shit.
Oh,
We
yeah,
can do this
hell
all
yeah.
day.
Keep talking,
Yeah.
son.
Ray's here with us now. It's gonna go on and on.
Oh shit, man, it's gonna
got
be
cold.
lit.
The world ain't gonna know what hit him. I'm telling you.
Show ain't.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Hey,
man. I don't have anything else.
I got
Ray, you
nothing else.
anything?
No, I got nothing, man.
Hey man, this
Kush,
is the
anything
gold
else you wanna
cartridge right
add,
here. Episode 60, dude. We did it, man.
Nothing
60
else.
episodes. Can you
All
believe this
right,
dude
man.
did 60 with me? Holy cow.
Wow.
Do like 600 more.
That's right. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
But yeah, man, I'm glad you
600
guys came out. Thanks, Kush, for showing up. The Leaky Squad, thanks for representing those guys. Ray, you gonna be on here more than you wanted to. So you ain't got no choice, son.
No choice.
This
Kevin,
isn't the last. This isn't the last time you'll see the Leaky Squad around.
No,
here.
no, man. We
Damn
gotta
right.
get you back
We gotta
on.
get
Get your
all
brother
you guys
on. I
eventually.
want to get all
Shit,
you.
we can-
We're gonna get 15 video.
Hey,
We
no,
got
you.
plenty
players
of
in
screen
this
space,
motherfucker.
son. We got the crawfish can go up here. We got ass
Yep.
that can go up here. Tucks.
Alright.
Shit, we're gonna get them all.
Truth be said, we can put 10 people on this screen in Discord. So I say
So now you
let's
got 10 friends yet.
make
That'd
it.
be
We got
a-
the Leaky Squad, brother. We got more than 10. I say we
That'd
make
be
a
a
challenge.
6-hour special.
Hey,
Oh, damn, I'm down.
Let's do it. Let's do it one of these days.
We'll pick a Friday night and a bunch of Mountain Dew.
Oh.
I ain't taking shots for nobody.
I'll have a couple beers, man, but 3 is my limit. Back then.
I don't know. I'll go toe to toe with Kush.
Ray's doing shots of beer instead of whiskey.
Yep.
I'll go.
I done
I'll
had
put a.
6 of them Zimas. I'm toasted.
Yep, done.
Put down some whiskey with me.
Oh boy. All
All
right.
right, man, I'm good.
All right,
I'm Kevin.
guys.
All right,
I'm
fellas.
Joe, and that's Ray.
Just
Ray Bay
All right, guys. Hey,
Bay.
peace out. Thank y'all for joining. Joe, you're the man. I love that hat.
I try to be at least once a week. Say
Ray,
bye, everybody.
Welcome to the crew. Caleb, where's your teeth? And
You ain't
Justin,
got 'em.
we're gonna be squadding up in some Apex soon. I can feel it.
All right. All
All right,
right.
thank
Let's do
y'all.
it.
All right,
Yeah.
guys.
See you guys.
Later, man.
Peace.
Peace.